mini campaign we're doing.
Okay, yeah, we're going with this one.
So, there's Commander's Strike, there's Disarming Attack, Distracting Strike, Evasive Footwork,
That one.
Fainting Attack, Guiding Attack, Lunging
You mean
Attack.
goading attack?
Goading, yeah. Goading Attack. It's the light. It's the light. It affected my eyes.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't look like a U or an I anywhere.
Oh, look who's awake enough to think now.
Maneuvering Attack.
Maneuvers.
Menacing Attack. Parry. Precision Attack. Pushing Attack. Rally.
Okay.
Riposte. Sweeping Attack. Trip Attack. Alright.
Okay, I like the sweeping because I read that when you do damage or when you hit a creature with the melee weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to attempt to damage another creature with the same attack.
Yeah.
I like that because double whack. Fuck you.
Yeah. So I will mention this. The only downside to that is that the enemies will require to be within 5 feet of each other, which is fine, all things considered. But I will mention that purely looking at it from a pros and cons side of things, in 1v1s, that will be completely useless.
Okay. Well, 1 versus 1, yeah, but like
yeah, I'm making sure you know that these maneuvers do have a pros and cons.
I mean, this is good because she has one for defensive, which will be the fancy footwork.
Evasive footwork.
Yeah,
it's tomato, right? So the sweeping attack will be good for
if I had
crowds.
Multiple, yeah.
You're right. And then one thing that would be and then the
but which of the others sounded nice to you? The maneuvering attack, the menacing attack, the parry, the precision attack, the pushing attack, the really attack, the riposte.
Riposte.
I know.
You of all people.
I said it correctly the first time.
Precision?
What?
You didn't catch it when he said precision as precision?
Well, I'm reading up on the.
There's the tripe attack.
Tripe? Attack your guts.
Yep. Goading, lunging, fainting, distracting, disarming, commander. Which one speaks to you?
I like the distracting or disarming.
All right. Distracting. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to distract the creature, giving all allies an opening. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll. The next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than you has advantage if the attack is made before the start of your next turn. Or disarming attack. You attempt to disarm them. Pretty simple. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to attempt to disarm the target, forcing it to drop 1 item of your choice that it's holding. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and the target must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, it drops the object you chose. The object lands at its feet. So...
You do get to pick out 2 more at level 7.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind because that means that when you run your character up to level 9 to match with the rest of the group, you'll be able to pick up a couple more.
Yeah.
Just something to keep in mind.
Of course. So welcome to the Tales of Drifell stream session 12.
I guess distracting one. That'll be better for team playing.
You guess distracting?
Yeah.
Okay. Then write all of those maneuvers down.
Oh Lord.
Yes?
Shut up.
Right?
I'm sorry. Whom exactly owns this particular apartment?
Me.
Oh, fuck.
I think
What
it's
you guys
like
do after this session is...
management or something.
Say again?
I think it's like Hampshire Management Group or something.
Sure.
So I said that one.
Or what? Or what? Oak something.
Equinox.
What?
Equinox.
No, you don't need to mention on stream where you live.
There are equinoxes all over the fucking country.
True.
Literally, like, even...
I said the sweeping one.
That's the company that owns it.
Yeah, that's the multi-attack.
Just a load of profits.
So what's a sweeping strike?
Mm-hmm.
Sweeping attack,
And then
evasive footwork,
evasive footwork.
and distracting, I think she said.
Yes, and you get 4 superiority die to expend
Dice.
during... 4 superiority dice to expend during one combat round. You get them back after a short or a long rest.
Okay. So I
there's-
get up to that many. I don't have to use them all at once.
Right.
Okay. Sounds good.
Can
But I
you-
have to have one to be using either.
Yes, you have to have one to use it, but you don't have to use all of them. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. We will figure this the fuck out.
Will we?
Yes,
Maybe.
it shall be figured out. It shall be done.
So, do you understand it? All that, like, for the most part?
For the most part.
For the most part, okay. So, run me by, just you, run me by what what fancy footwork does.
It's called evasive footwork.
Good.
Okay.
Now what does it do? Don't look at it. What's the core premise of evasive
Okay,
footwork?
so basically, if I move and they try to attack me while I move, it will increase my AC.
Good. You get a treat. Have some Cheez-Its.
I can smell it from here. It smells like hot sauce. The fuck away from me.
Cheez-Its. You don't like spicy food?
Not right this second.
First of all, spicy food is the only food that must be enjoyed.
I understand, but
I
right this second,
agreed.
like, I'm good on spicy because, like, my stomach hurts.
I'm-
Oh, okay.
That'll do it. But
All right.
in the
I
meantime,
also have an ulcer, so.
Well, stop it.
You know how many times I said that today?
Stop it.
It's like, they're like
I
sitting there
would-
and complaining about something. I'm like, well, stop it. Like,
I
don't
would
do
like
that
to
then.
point
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just freaking reverse your note you.
Right? Yeah.
I would like to point out, hey Ed, back when I was working at Papa John's with this clown, I would literally call him the hyena because of his laugh.
Mm,
Plus, how quickly
I
you
don't
can
know
get him to laugh.
who I showed the stream to or anything, but we were skipping through one of the episodes and everything because I was just showing them, and they kept hearing Carl laughing, and they're like, "Does he laugh like that every time?" I'm like, "Yes, he does."
No, I actually have a variety of laughs.
Well, you go
But-
the whole chuckle out there.
Yeah, I believe it or not, I do try and keep it a lid on it because when it's a full throat, a full belly, it's pretty loud, right, Matt?
Oh, it can be, yeah.
Yeah.
Break your eardrums. Ah!
And then, that means I get more spell slots.
I have ears.
It's even worse now because he can't read the facial cues of Carl right now, so it just randomly shows up.
So, did anything else go up, down, left, right? It's been around a couple times.
Your HP did.
My HP? What's
Your
my
health.
HP?
Your health. So, because you're a fighter, is it a D10 or is it a D12?
It is a D10. Only barbarians get a D12.
Right.
So what you do is you've got two choices. You can either A, roll a D10, and you add that plus your Constitution modifier to your total health, or you take 6 plus your Constitution modifier. Because the average of a D10 is 5.5, and they rounded it up to 6.
So, I could either get a for sure 7.
Yes.
Or
you could potentially get 11 or 2.
I'm gonna go for the for sure 7.
The for sure 7?
Yeah.
Coward.
Fuck off, I'm not feeling lucky, punk.
Alright then. Mark down your +7 onto your HP, and then, just to prove my point...
Roll a D10.
Oh, God. Oh, where'd my die go?
Let's take the keyboard away from the book. Because someone had to move it.
Well, I didn't want it to get kicked or whatever. I was
That's
being
fair.
nice.
That's fair. So take your D10 and roll it.
I don't know if this is a D10.
That's a D10.
Okay.
If it has a 0 on it, it's a D10.
I'm gonna go with my... what am I gonna call you?
A D10. Yeah. So you have the potential to get a 3. You have the potential for a 3.
You really only have a 12
3?
comp? Okay.
There you go. You also have the potential for an 8.
Oh, one more. What'd you say?
You only have a constitution of 12. Okay.
1.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, alright.
I didn't have it, up there rolls. I got a 16, a 16, 12, a 12, a 10, and a 14.
It's not bad, actually.
Doesn't have their rolls. Has like 2 of their stats are fucking 16 openers.
Right? Seriously.
Huh?
See, what's really fun is that the I think is it the wizard and the sorcerer? Right? Well, the sorcerer only gets a D6 for their HP boost, right? And also the wizard only gets like a D6, right? So if you have a negative Constitution modifier, which it is possible, if you have a negative Constitution modifier, it is possible to, when you gain a level, to actually go down in health.
Yeah.
So my current hit points would then be 25.
I've seen it happen. It was quite funny.
I believe
That's
so
just
for
brutal. That is straight up
I
brutal.
don't remember anything.
I'm just going to say this right now. What with all of the forced changes being done to D&D nowadays, I do look forward to the day where I can be a player and I look my DM straight in the eye and go, all right, y'all can take the pussy way out if you want. I am rolling 3d6 and I am attributing them to my stats in order.
That's how it used to be.
I know.
And also...
That's how we did it in the Apocalypse campaign.
Yeah, and yes,
Yeah.
but
I did allow you 3 vetoes.
Yeah, but taking another step.
Wizard had a D4 for health.
But also there were no stat bonuses based on race. There were stat qualifiers based on race. Right? So if you wanted to play,
I thought that was class.
the class and race. So if you wanted to play, for example, a dwarf, you had to have a minimum Constitution score of 13. If you wanted to play an elf, I think it was for example, right? And then after you picked your race, then you could see what classes you qualified for.
You see, that one I'm not much of a
Those
fan
are the
for.
fun days. And the other way that is always fun for stat rolls is taking 24 d6s and rolling them.
What?
And
You
then
do.
subtracting 6
Why do you have a freaking
out of
blood
there,
blister?
and those are your numbers.
First off, half the skin is peeled off.
Like
Yeah,
that is the
I saw
number
that.
that you have to pull
Yeah.
from.
What'd you do?
Work.
Yeah.
And then I have
What are you
nicks
doing?
here and here, and then I have a cut here, and then
It
I have
came up
another
with,
nick here, and
was
another
it
nick
like
here, And then all my fingers are so dried out.
Like 32 points. That's all they get to use for their stat.
Boxes.
I will say this. I'm not much of a fan of the whole, like, you must have a con of 13 to be a dwarf thing. I will say that I much prefer that if you choose X race, you get a bonus to a stat because that's what they're known for.
Like, all I'm fucking doing is running
I prefer that.
Store, like in grocery, and
I prefer that.
I keep doing all the heavy
I will wholeheartedly agree with you because that it does make more sense. Mm-hmm. That because you are this, you go up, because you're a dwarf, you go up in Constitution. Because you're a halfling, you go up in charisma.
Hardy folk.
Yeah.
I mean, granted though that sometimes, I mean, that can railroad you sometimes into classes you choose, but still.
Well, that's one of the reasons why you take a particular class, though. Like, I want to play.
I'm kind of mad at.
I want to play a paladin, so I'm going to pick a race that can help me get to that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can't open this.
I mean, or you just roll it like we did with our Apocalypse campaign, and I ended up with a Mountain Dwarf Warlock.
Yeah.
Or you could go you could go a serious hardcore beast mode.
Back and play. I really do want to finish out playing that guy because that was an interesting character.
We could go like serious hardcore beast mode and roll like 1d20 and take that for your score.
Nah, I'm not much of a fan for that one.
Okay.
So you know me, I ended up with a bunch of trees.
Yeah, I know, right?
And we do apologize for Zarvrax being quiet this session. He is currently sick.
Finally. No, what?
Wow.
Yeah, finally.
Just see these stats.
All right. Well, since the couch isn't completely taken over.
No more off-screen physical humor.
Well, until.
You look really comfy.
Yeah, he's currently Father Solomon is working on a very, very complicated 3D model at the moment. So he's speaking as an artist myself.
Thank you for leaving that box here.
The moment.
By the way. The box for me to roll in.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it.
So, like, speaking as an artist, the moment you are working on something that complicated and you can't finish the details, it will eat away at you.
You know, so I'm like, well, I'll just grab it all. So I've got a bunch of those.
Oh, you're nice though.
Oh yeah, this character's OP.
So, this is the beginning of the finale.
This is all about you, Jahir.
This is the beginning of the finale for the Tales of Drifell. This is going to be the last chapter before we return to our regularly scheduled content. This chapter is called Attack of the Necromancer. Page 1. Return to the arena. Return. Are we ready to begin?
Let's do it quickly while I'm awake.
Let's go.
That is indeed what she said, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it quickly while I'm awake.
I gotta stop you.
I'm not sure that's something you really should be bragging about.
Well, she's referring to therapy readjustments.
Sure.
Muscle realignment.
Sure.
That's what they're calling it now.
It's more like intestinal.
I don't think you understand where the intestines are.
They're in there.
That's not... Whatever. Anyway. Several weeks have passed. Your party has continued with the wishes of His Majesty, the Fell King, and gained much favor with the cities of Drifell. You've solved the troubles of the Danis' hospital, wrestled with the cattle-rustling minotaurs of Jalale, rescued a family pet, and subsequently helped birth a litter of kittens in Aruvel.
When the fuck did we do that?
We're skipping a few weeks.
Sorry.
That had to be one of those.
Sleep again.
You don't remember that?
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, it was a few
Come
weeks
on.
ago.
That had to be our Goliath choice.
Nice. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, like first words out of this was several weeks have passed.
Okay, well.
Literally the first things that happened in this, several weeks have passed.
You make it seem like I'm paying attention to you.
Well, you clearly were paying enough attention when I mentioned a litter of kittens.
Good baby kitties.
Performed a play for orphans in Valinark. You could have sworn you saw Rawl there. Helped a Minotaur artificer find his faith in the city of Eretan. Retrieved a runaway slave hiding in Jaranur. And most recently, helped to fix the hellfire pipes, which heat the kingdom throughout the winters. All the while, each of you adding your own unique flavor to solving the problems at hand.
Wow, we did all this and we're still only level
How many people did Karma kill?
4.
Well,
Especially
you'll
during
note that
play.
none of these things had combat in them.
Oh, that is true.
Exactly. So how many people did Karma kill?
I mean, practically no one.
Yeah, combat implies they fought back.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
What did I...
Leave the court cases out of this. Well, because you're a lawyer. No one fights back against lawyers.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Why do I feel like Eiffel 85?
You fell out over there?
I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da.
I know!
I-
He got a new camera.
It's a brand new camera. It says it records in 1080p. So,
Okay.
sorry, it captures in 1080p. So hopefully that'll fix some of the video issues.
Yeah, I do note that it does look clearer,
So hopefully that'll
Yeah,
do
it's
it.
not like blurred out.
but
anywhere.
we're still a little bit.
Well, you gotta keep in mind
A
that
little bit
Yeah, but we're not
blurry,
blurred out.
That's true.
so
Right.
Streamlabs, what you're looking at right now is recording the Discord call. So there's a slight
Okay.
delay between the Discord call
Okay.
and Streamlabs.
Oh my god, I'm pixelated. No.
You don't want to see us full HD anyway.
There were more
Right.
expensive ones, but, you know, he can't afford that.
it's
I didn't want to.
that's still a decent camera.
No, because you gotta keep in mind, the owners of my apartment shifted like a few months ago,
Shifty
and yep, they
bastards.
shifted a few months ago, and for 2 months the portal that we used to pay online was down, so that they could transfer all the files, and as a result we had to do cashier's checks
Can
instead.
we pop your back for you?
It doesn't need to be popped. It just needs to be beat the fuck out of.
He can do that too.
You want to beat the fuck out of my back?
Just treat it like a bale of hay.
Dude, it's so bad. Sometimes if I like bend or twist in a certain way or even just stretch, I'll get like a nerve or something or a muscle pinch and then I'm like stuck and in pain. It's so bad.
You're old.
Let me pop your back.
You can pop my back. Okay. Alright.
While he's popping your
Yeah.
back.
Well,
But the problem was because of the cashier's check instead, there was a period in time where there was the system did not recognize that we paid rent. Like it was at just that point in time while the system got back to them. To the point where when the portals went live again, it thought we hadn't paid rent in over a month. So it was previous month's rent on top of late fees and all that stuff.
and the
Plus
current,
that
and the current
current
month. Okay.
And like the part that was very, very not able to do anything about it was that it wouldn't allow us to pay X amount of it, so that we couldn't just use the portal to pay the current month's rent, which it did show. It only allowed us to pay the whole thing or extra,
But
which
you
we couldn't do. So I went to the office. I explained the situation. And they looked at it and they went, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I was here when you paid rent. That we'll fix this."
Have they been giving you receipts?
Uh,
Like when you pay, they say yes, payment received.
I mean, they never had to.
Okay.
They never had to. It's
Well, they
just
should.
there.
I know, but they just in case someone new comes in, you can say, hey.
Yeah, it's on the portal as far as
except that wasn't on the portal, though.
Well, at the time.
No, yeah, I know.
It is now, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it should be. The thing is, like, it's still... I was informed that we would receive an email because apparently the reason why this was happening with us is that we didn't sign all three of us, myself, Zach, and my aunt, because we needed to make 3 times the rent worth to be here. I was like, yeah, we make like 2.5 times, not 3 times. What the fuck? But she didn't.
Precise.
Right, but she didn't sign her side of the new lease in time for like all of the previous employees to move and the new employees to come in. So it just wasn't filed, and so the system kept on thinking that we didn't have a lease. So that's why the portal was acting the way it was.
Good job.
So we have to wait for them to send an email to us with the new lease for all 3 of us to sign for the portal to stop being funky with us. That was almost a month ago. Still haven't gotten back to us yet.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
But I mean, as long as you guys have paid and, you have some kind of a proof.
Oh, yeah, we've... Like, every single time I go in there, there's like 3 staff workers there.
Okay, so. That's not technically proof.
Yeah.
Still.
I mean,
that's
so which is why I do recommend, like, even just say, hey, can I just ask them, can I get a receipt that this has actually been paid? Just so like, 2 months down the line when you get into a freaking eviction notice, even though you've been paying on time,
you got
you have to say, you can go to say like, no, we paid every time.
Well, no, but this place has been very good when it comes to that, because I've only missed
which is great, but
I've
all
only
it takes
missed
is
a payday
one
time.
being,
I've only missed a pay date one time, and that was because I misheard the cutoff point. I thought it was the 5th of every month. It turns out it's the 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
So I missed it by one day. I got the late notice. I was like, wait, what? So I called him up and was like, hey, I might have misheard, but I thought it was the 5th day. And he was like, we'll clear it away this time around for you. Like, no problem whatsoever. Like, you can come in like tomorrow even. We'll be fine. So that was always good. Time for back cracking.
Trying to fucking murder me.
Oh, no.
Just use the mall ninja weapons.
Hang on. Alright, I gotta adjust my feet. My feet hurt.
You remember the mall ninja weapons?
So,
Yes.
Yep.
Ready?
Oh, fuck!
Okay. So
that was a lot.
Are you awake?
That was like 6.
Okay, that's awesome.
Did you hear it?
That
would have been funny.
I didn't hear anything but the sound that she made. I can assure you, she made that sound while she was suspended in midair. Off-screen physical humor.
Breathe, alright?
Oh, it's not off-screen physical humor. It's off-screen noises.
It's off screen, yes.
I'm trying to remember. What was his name?
That was like...
Hey, Matt.
And then that's the noise you hear.
Matt, do you remember Chris Davidson, the closing manager at Papa John's?
Yeah, just name drop him on stream.
It's almost like saying John Smith. I mean,
how many people do you know is actually named John Smith?
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
Yeah,
Well,
you remember him.
Yeah, you remember him. Well, he was his like between his shoulder blades was always sore because of all the dough slapping he had to do. And he was bitching about it one time, and I'm like, dude, you want me to pop it for you? He goes, what? You want me to pop your back for you? He goes, well, I suppose I'm in so much pain at this time. It's I'll try anything. So So I did, and just like I think like his entire bag just pop, 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 and he goes, "Oh God, oh God!" And then for about 5 or 6 seconds, he's like, "Oh my God, it feels so much better."
It does feel a lot better.
So every
But
single
now
time,
the other stuff.
every single time, as soon as when I started my shift, as soon as he had had a lull in time, he go, "Girl, pull my bag for me." Okay.
Now see, the problem that I'm feeling now is the knot that I have somewhere along here and there, and then the tightness in my shoulders is what I'm feeling now.
Mm.
There's only one
Before
problem
it was just
with
all
the
one
technique
thing.
that we use to like crack people's back, in that you need to be bigger than the person you're cracking the back for.
No, you don't.
Because I'm just gonna say this right now. I could not do that to you. I'm just gonna say that right now.
You
Probably
mean
not.
like size?
I have.
Size
I
have,
could not do that to you.
Yeah, you can.
Do you
probably
remember?
arms.
Do
You
you
got
remember?
step arms.
Do you remember Jerome?
Jerome, vaguely.
Like big black dude. Yeah, taller than me. I popped his back.
Well, no, he's saying that he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, like I would not be able to lift you.
That's a separate issue altogether. So there's a trick. There's a trick when you're.
You just gotta.
Actually, no. See, if you want to pop someone's back, who's larger than you, you go back to back, and then you lock arms, and then you bend over.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one too.
Mm-hmm. And that does it too.
Mm-hmm. So you do it slightly different than some people, because some people, so they have you do the arms crossed, and they put the arms across your arms.
Well, but
you do it underneath, which is nice.
There are 3 different styles.
I like the one that you do underneath.
Yeah, there are 3 different styles. There's that one. There's
much.
There's this one here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is it locks your shoulders in place, so then you kind of, pull out of the upper back.
Well, the one
there's
you
also
got on my upper back.
Yeah, it does. It works.
Most of it.
If you want to get like up here, there's one where you go behind. You go like around the arms and behind the neck and have them do the same thing, and then you do it that way, and that gets like up here. And then of course there's the the back to back.
Sorry, I'm like a cat in heat when it comes to physical.
A cat in heat.
You've never seen a cat in heat. Whenever you just slightly touch it, it's like, you know.
Oh, okay.
Like, fucking touch me more.
Okay. Is that what Sebastian's been fucking with?
No, he's not.
No, he's male.
Can't be in a heat.
I know. But he goes like, meow, meow, meow. I pet him.
Sometimes
pet him. He walks away and I go, all right.
Sometimes
and then he goes,
you need...
meow, meow, meow.
No,
so,
so the females,
sometimes
they
cats
get
just need to
their
keep
butts
the
all nice and low and they go like that.
I've seen that, yes.
Yeah.
Y'all just assume his gender.
Right? Sebastian may have balls, but he got that long hair. No.
Okay,
He's
you know what?
Shrekster.
I have discovered the perfect response to when someone says, "I'm offended." You know what the perfect response is?
Eat my ass and me.
I don't care. I'm offended. I don't care.
Then they get even more offended.
I still don't care.
I don't care even more.
And it's and that's my problem. How?
See,
my
my
typical
favorite
response to that would just be, good.
My favorite
walk away.
response is when someone like gets hurt or is like hurt feelings is like, well, don't do that. It hurts.
Anyway.
I get to learn a new spell. This one is fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we should probably play that.
Yes.
Yeah, I probably should.
Okay.
I know, right? Every night you half expect to find the dead men waking you, to bring you to the Fell King once again. To be told the Necromancer had been found, and your time to bring him to justice was finally here.
Are you just assuming the Necromancer's gender? Last time I saw it, there was a female.
But it never came.
That's true.
Instead, you lived your days like any other. I was wondering what the fuck that was.
Are you okay?
No, I'm having issues.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
Well then, welcome to the Tales of Drifell. You come for the D&D and you stay for the therapy session.
Yes.
Tell me, friend, how does that make you feel? Just having issues. We're here to help you. This is what we might call an
The
intervention.
really fun part about that? every additional spell slot that you expend, I get to roll an additional.
So.
No. Because I'm also a multi-class and a sorcerer, I can use flexible casting.
I'm just gonna wait.
So I can max out. I can class it at 5th level if I want to.
I'm waiting for silence. Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. Have you actually seen that movie?
Not yet. I want to. Okay. The most recent edition, of course, came from the realization that with such great popularity, a certain someone among your party was no longer required to stay away from a certain arena. And in fact, was contacted by a representative of the arena saying how sorry they were for how long it took to get back to you, and that you're like, if you're feeling well now after your recuperation period, that you can return to the gladiator arena. Say again.
Damn right they should have contacted me. Little bitches. We need to make some money, damn it.
Mm-hmm. So, after I'm assuming saying, yes, I want to fight again, takes a couple days, but you eventually sign a new contract with your lawyer. Allegedly.
That's ignorant.
You are able to get the bells and whistles taken care of, and you are now once again eligible to be a gladiator in the arena.
Nice.
It is at this point that we return to our party. Father Solomon is taking care of more religious matters. In fact, he's been spending a lot of time away from the cathedral itself. Most of you are very much aware of the theocracy that Drifell is, but since you've known him, he doesn't spend a lot of time in the actual palace. But he's been spending a lot of time in there now. Well, more or less ever since the cattle rustlers incident, he's been spending a lot of his free time in the palace as opposed to the cathedral itself. Not that that really bothers you for the most part. Well, except for Sarah, but, well, Sarah's a horn dog. She take what you can get. Jeeves is still Jeeves. He's been fixing your attire on occasion. Very sweet, gentle man. Kind of looks like... He reminds you of every loving grandfather ever. That's kind of how Jeeves is. That's just how he is. That's how we do. Dixon is actually in the cathedral now. He's been laying low. And he, for whatever reason, refuses to leave the cathedral.
It's his safe space.
No guns allowed in here. Bang. Sure. But you have all been invited, mainly because it's the best friends of Jahir Snowwind. Of course, you can come in to watch the exhibition match for free. You can watch the match for free. Absolutely.
I don't like that laugh.
Meanwhile, in the background, they're all, we hate this guy, we hate this guy, we hate this guy. Damn it.
We're in a crowd booing you.
Well, you have to keep in mind, and this is a callback to Session 0, I believe. After being stabbed in the back, Jahir did manage to find a lawyer who was willing to help him out in his court case, and he won the court case. He got, I believe you got 3,000 gold from that court case.
Something like that, yeah.
It was like 300 or 3,000, and then you lost the other one due to...
I think it was 300, because that sounds about right.
Yeah, 300.
300 is what we had left after we...
Yeah. And then the other one was a mistrial with suspicions of... What was it? Interference?
Suspicions of a witness tampering and jury interference.
Mm-hmm.
And
which you had to pay out of pocket for. And that's how you got to the current you got. And that one was against the guy that you just know for a fact. You know that bastard stabbed you. You know he stabbed you. Never saw his face, but you know he stabbed you.
He went stab.
He did. And I'm assuming you all want to go.
To sleep? Yes.
I'm assuming you all wish to go and witness your friend, your companion of many a battle and many of children's plays, fight in the arena.
Absolutely.
Karma is intrigued.
Yeah, why not?
Of course. This is where we begin the chapter.
Is there somewhere where I can go bet on this fight?
Of course. Well, less profitable for the exhibition matches, because this is... The way that it works here is that the combatants are wielding wooden weapons so as to avoid, death.
Alright.
That's a...
Can I go to the bookie and ask what the odds are of the fight?
Seen the collector's edition of this?
So, the odds of the fight itself, it's one of those things where there are no odds just yet. Especially considering that Jahir was an up-and-coming fighter before he was stabbed in the back. So they don't have a whole lot of information on him or the guy he's scheduled to fight. So it's one of those things where it's coming from a guy who doesn't really know how gambling works when it comes to this fresh of a combatant. I wouldn't be able to give you an honest answer. Like, later on, I could absolutely tell you, like, a 3-1 against Jahir, right? Or like a 4-1 in favor of him, stuff like that. But at this moment, I'd probably just say that you'd probably just get your, like, half of the money you put in. Sorry. Let's say you put 5 gold in, you would get 7 gold if you won, but you would lose all 5 if you lost, type of thing. Like, at this point, like, you get a 0.5 return, I'd say.
Okay.
I think that...
I'm not going to bet on this one. I'm going to wait until we can rig it.
Okay. Wait until you can rig the fight, huh?
Yes, must rig fight.
Wait till the odds are like 7.
Probably become a oath breaker.
I just wait till the odds are 7-1 and then I go to here and I go, remember our settlement money?
Alright.
What if I told you I could increase that by 7?
Use the tree.
Oh, is that what you were working on? Or that was you got?
That's what I got.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because he got a shit ton of leather. And including leather for pouches. That's a knife.
It's a kitchen knife.
It is.
It's a kitchen knife that I don't think he's going to be using a lot.
No, it's for stabbing people.
Yeah, right?
It doesn't have a point, so it's for sniping.
Really? Who rolled a 1?
The entire world. What? Oh, fucking need it.
He'll be back in a minute, folks.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah. I might have to repeat the, This is the stone he passed.
Oh. That's a big stone.
Yeah.
Hey, I've had kidney stones and none of them were that big.
Yeah.
But yes, I'll probably. Do you want me to reread the beginning of it for Zach's sake?
No.
Okay.
So we're at the exhibition match.
Yep, you are at the gladiator arena.
I don't need to know. I know what goes on there.
Fair enough.
Oh, hey, I brought the thingies.
You brought the thingies?
The thingies?
We love thingies.
We do.
They're in my thing.
Thingception.
The switch case.
Oh.
Thingception. All right then. So you weren't expecting this. Solomon has joined you in the arena.
Perfect.
So we're in the arena with you here?
Oh, no.
Okay, I was going to say.
Oh, I'm not fighting in the arena.
No,
Are you fucking
no.
crazy?
No, let me put it to you this way. The moment Father Solomon, the high priest of their kingdom, walks into the arena, anyone who dares lift a fucking knife to this guy is going to be executed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
Not that I totally didn't have an idea of be like, hey, we should totally have it that one time he did enter the
All of
arena
them?
to smite somebody.
The 4?
Really?
I am now a Starfleet officer.
Oh yeah, that's right. These are the fucking good ones too.
Yeah, the somewhat spicy ones.
They're not even spicy.
Well, yeah, it's more like additional seasoning on there.
They taste better than the regulars.
So I wouldn't. Okay, I want to put this on right now, but the problem is, none of us like to have these things against our bare skin. None of us like that, so I'm just gonna keep it here for now. But I will be putting this on my trench coat. You can. I am a commander now. I'm not captain just yet.
You don't have the pips for it.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty sure you can make those.
I know.
But these ones are nice ones.
I know, they're very nice. Thank you very much. My Christmas
They
gift.
smell a lot spicier than they are.
They taste like the good hot sauce.
So, the arena itself, this is the arena in Drifell. There are other battle areas, so to speak, but none of them are quite so Spartacus level, where it's like a deep pit, sand, a couple of grass things here and there, weapons racks on the side of the walls for
Which,
the fighters and
makes it
shit.
Taste like I just brushed my teeth. This tastes funny now.
And this is one of those instances where it's, you know what, let's just say it's like roughly football size. Like roughly, like maybe a little smaller than your average football stadium. Stuff like that, right?
Like a gladiator.
Yeah, yeah. Most of the other
Not the
gladiator...
Roman Coliseum, but it is a gladiatorial spout area.
Exactly, yeah. Now, Drifell is known for other gladiator fighting rings, so to speak. Just to keep,
Gladiatorial?
yeah, so each city has the chance of having their own local fights, as opposed to always having to climb up the fucking mountain to get to this one arena, and then fighting there, and then coming all the way back down.
These taste like spicy goldfish.
Why does that sound really good?
Because
Max loves
when was the last time you ate?
Last night at about 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, so okay.
After I woke up from my drunken spout.
So
I've had a little bit of that. I'm good for now. I'm not feeling the hollowness, so I'm good for now.
But I don't want to cook right now.
Good idea.
Because I laughed so hard I blacked out my room. I slammed on the wall. I think I sprained my wrist. It hurt.
So, most of the people are surprised to see Father Solomon at a gladiator fight.
Well,
Not-
I didn't sneak in.
I mean, did you want to sneak in?
Yeah. Oh my god.
well, it's not like
Oh crap!
it's not like you need to pay anyway, Vince.
No, that's not the point.
I mean, this was technically supposed to be his like incognito attire.
Okay, so that was off the board. Can I?
Yeah,
Yes, you can.
Drop dice don't count.
Just making sure everything's away.
Hey, that wasn't in the tray. You can reroll it if you want.
It's not a tray though.
Okay.
I don't know if that really rules with him anyway.
So
I try to mirror image behind somebody as they walk and just.
No, I'm just imagining like, when the guys try to sneak around and so like there's a like boom like a spotlight right on them,
Just
Coming out, kind of the magic thing like they do for the ridge, like boom, like God damn it!
He comes.
Wait,
the
I've
first
got
person who
it.
notices
I've
him
got
is
it.
the announcer.
I've got
It's
it.
like, we need a volunteer. You!
Kiss cam.
Oh!
You're next to Zarvarex. Kiss cam.
Oh!
Somehow Sarah's in the
Screw it.
crowd.
or worse. Kiss cam. You and Karma.
But if I get caught when I'm just walking in, it's even funnier. It's just obviously an entrance.
So, you try to do the thing where you're like, you do what all scumbags do when they're sneaking into a place that they don't belong to. You shadow in behind someone else. Problem, you decided to shadow behind the guy who's fighting in the ring.
I followed him and just, what's going on? Be like,
You're now in the center of everything.
and as that one says, I'm totally oblivious to it at this point. Like, what? I'm trying to hide behind him.
Yeah, you're
You're
hiding.
so concentrated on that, you don't know where
your hat,
you're going.
your hat, the rim of your hat's down. You're just kind of walking behind the guy. You're seeing the sand. You're like, what? Since when did they get sand in the ring? It's like, sorry, since when did they get sand in the bleachers?
Man, the janitor's
You're
not been doing his job.
champion!
Man, that groundskeeper sucks.
Perfect way to start out the session, really.
We did just talk about if I was in the fucking ring, and they'd be like, oh, raise a finger, and be like, well, I guess I'm fighting today, guys.
We're all up in the stands like, what the fuck?
Noticed Father Solomon behind you.
Oh yeah, you noticed him.
It's not that hard. I didn't change my clothes.
This has been several weeks since the Cal Rustlers, by the way.
Play this off. Let's just see how well he's going to play this thing off.
So I'd be wearing just my scumbag clothes is what I call them, my street clothes.
Alright.
Floppy white
He's
shirt,
going to roll with it.
hat, whatever.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Did you actually roll to see if you spotted him?
No, I rolled to see how well he was going to react to it.
All right then.
He was like, oh.
Rolled a 19.
That'll do
He's
it.
just going to yep. Okay, let's do it. He's a performer. He's going to just okay.
So the two of you more or less kind of like stay close-ish to your side of this massive fucking arena.
You mean me and him, or
Yes.
So you're fighting him now?
No, hold on.
Mainly because like you're like
I'm more confused. The tall elf guy's with me too?
he's the one you followed.
Oh! Oh!
You're like, I'm just gonna...
That one is perfect for this. Yeah, okay. Be like, oops.
So, so people are talking, crowds, you're just like, mom. You two and you, Zarbrecht, you all find your respective seats, which are basically like front row seats to watch the fight, as front rows you can get in the arena.
I'm pretty sure I know that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Oh yeah, you don't. The moment you hear like the crowd talking, and then all of a sudden like it slowly gets quiet.
So obviously I didn't know who I was following in the first place. Do I have to roll to see if I know who it is?
You know who it is.
I would. It's obvious.
Fighting with wooden swords. Here's just going to hand him a wooden sword. Just.
Well, I play for keeps.
Like he addressed something.
I just like to imagine the comedy of imagine the Pope walking into the gladiator arena. The gladiator just kind of looks at him and goes,
Just fucking spar right there. Just...
No. So with the Pope, the Pope would brush the sword aside and just, staff right there.
He said, "This will beat you."
You shall not pass. Wait. Oh, oh, Jesus did it.
God told me to do it.
Father Solomon is one godly move. Drops. What hit him? The Raven Queen told me to do it. Is that why he dropped like a sack of potatoes? Probably.
Yeah.
So, people are like, oh, and
Just gonna... Embarrassment.
you hear very young voice, prepubescent voice, yet shout out,
Oh god.
I have to come up with a name because you guys did perform a children's show
Little Timmy.
at one point.
It's Little Timmy.
Yes.
Tiny
Nice.
Gina.
Tiny Tim.
No, Tiny Gina instead of Timmy or Tina.
This one child gets up, points into the arena, and goes, "It's the Dark King Killeth All!" Because a week ago you played in a children's performance and you played the Dark King Kilithal. The children were happy.
Do I really try and sell it and just drop my shroud to prove it and put on a performance? Or do I say nothing? I say nothing.
What?
I strike a chord.
Got David playing it.
You
No,
unsling
I'm
your
gonna,
guitar.
I'm gonna, yes,
Yes.
and I'm gonna start playing a hero's theme.
I was gonna say Ring
Matt
of Fire.
struck a chord that pleased the lady.
You want me to roll for it?
Roll performance.
Oh, 11.
All right. It's a very average heroic theme.
Okay, I'll grant you it's no Jedi theme, but still.
It's also a
Big
large area and probably hard to hear for the most part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you had 6
But the other orphans that are in the arena, you guys now kind of see this. You've got these children, and then one large guy with black winged horns helmet just kind of sitting there.
That's not roll, is it?
It's Rawl.
I'm purposely gonna.
Why?
I'm purposely
Why?
looking at the floor at this point to avert. See, because corner of the eye, I'm pretty sure I would have caught it. It'd be like,
Well, hold on a second. Why would roll bring? Well, okay, I suppose entertainment's entertainment, but not exactly a children's
you don't have
play.
to ask why Roll does what Roll does. Roll does what Roll
Yeah,
does.
yeah, no kidding.
When I finally hear back from my editor and upload the Karma's backstory, you will know no one questions Rawl.
We've had hints.
Yeah.
I kind of wish we could have seen him in action, but we've had
Well, we
hints.
kind of did. He saved me from a T-Rex.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. I was, well...
If he didn't...
He basically 1v2
he
T-Rexes.
just... I was gobbled by the fucking thing. He went...
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
The first hint of his true power was he'd pried open a T-Rex's jaw.
Now, their close strength is a lot, much like alligators and stuff. It's really strong clothes, but they can't open with shit.
Mm.
I can believe it.
Is it? Okay. I can see that.
But, like, it's hard to open their mouths for them because the top part of their head is a lot heavier than the bottom.
Right.
But some of the kids are, like, hanging on Raw, like, grabbing his arm or, like, pulling him and, like, pointing towards the Dark King Kilithal. And he's just, like, unmoving.
Like a piece of playground equipment.
Yeah. One kid actually does get the right idea and just sits on his shoulders, just hanging on by the horn, the wings in his helmet.
Fly!
Rawl sprouts wings and flies.
I can fly twice as high.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can fly higher and higher than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Where's my wings?
So-
Let's fucking go!
So, I had a whole thing written down for this, so...
For me, or because
No.
I fucked up?
I'll have to change a little
Unexpected
bit.
turn of events.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an unexpected turn of events here. Father Solomon himself has arrived to give his blessings to the fight itself. What better sign of a new season than this, I ask you?
I'm gonna holler. This one's one of the sport ones and not the prisoner ones, right?
Yes,
Okay.
this is an exhibition match.
So I can't give him my true blessing. Damn. I was gonna hand off my lightsaber to our favored champion. Be like, oh, wooden swords. Fuck, it's not lethal. I was gonna be like, you didn't get this from me.
But you see in the middle of this arena, you've got this, he's the guy that's bigger in the sense that you can tell this guy's vocal cords do not give out. This guy can shriek for hours.
Ladies must hate him.
I know. I keep on wanting to just pin this to my shirt. I keep on wanting to do that.
Why don't you get something on
I don't wanna.
vest or something?
But he kind of steps a bit forward into the arena, and he casts a bullshit spell to make himself sound very, 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 very loud. I can't remember what the spell is called, but I know you can do it.
Thaumaturgy?
Thank you.
Because I used it on Kali, that's the one reason I know.
That'll do it. But he casts his thaumaturgy, and he makes his voice sound very, very loud so he can talk to the entire audience. Welcome, one and all, ladies and gentlemen, to Teothane's Arena of Champions! A new season of combat is upon us, and what better occasion than now to announce the return of a crowd favorites. Behold! Hailing from the Grey Woods, personal paladin of Sahanin, and blessed chosen of our own Father Solomon, Jahir Snowwind!
Jafar. Don't leave that door ajar.
Don't leave that door ajar.
Don't leave that door ajar. I was chewing when I went to say it.
Much of the crowd erupts in applause, of course. Although a closer examination, as close as one can get in a large arena such as this, you'll notice that most of the cheering crowd happens to be from the various places that you helped personally. You know, the people who know him. A lot of the others are just kind of like, woo.
Because I want to say
courtesy applause, right? Right?
I'm just gonna be like, oh, at least you got a big crowd now.
Right.
Show them what you got. Raise your ears.
The announcer continues. Yes! Snowwind has returned. Not for glory, though, but for vengeance. For the last time he was here, he was viciously stabbed in the back by an unknown assailant. The crowd, of course, erupts into boos and like, no!
Boo!
Yeah.
Boo!
But now, after his recuperation, he has returned to find his assailant. But who is it? Whom among those warriors here could be responsible?
No.
Should he claim victory here, he will be one step closer to his true enemy. And we invite you all to bear witness to his quest.
I kind of want these in curry for you.
Once more, show your love for Jahir Snowwind! And of course, once again, the crowd erupts into this uproarious applause, just going, yeah!
I'm just gonna be, come on, you can do better than that.
You gonna do that?
Yeah.
roll persuasion with advantage.
With advantage.
Hold on. That'd be a 17.
Mm-hmm.
And a 17.
I show back. No, we can't.
Divine smite.
A bolt of lightning comes down and strikes one figure out of the entire crowd. People
you
just
hear-
go, man, God's really wanting to fuck that guy.
Doesn't even do any damage, just puffs his hair. But it's a frog! Doesn't matter, it now has an afro.
Turns out the entire arena has lightning rods all over the place. The lightning bolt ignores all of them. Just hits this one guy.
You hear that?
He's wearing rubber. He just still gets bolted. But yeah, so the announcer gives a very similar, a similar but not meeting quite the reception as Jahir Snowwind, given the literal blessings of the High Priest.
It was an accident, but I'm playing it off like I meant to do it.
That's about the only thing you can do at this point.
Or I could be a man and own up to my mistakes.
Nah.
But it's not my style.
There, just like, basically just trying to ignore him. Just, yep, he's here.
I should totally just sneakily bless him with my blessing skills too. So I just gotta...
I mean, if you want to, you can.
I ain't gonna go on our head. He's gonna do this fair and square.
Mm-hmm. The announcer gives his best to announce Jahir's opponent. It's an Azamar from one of the middle cities, from which one you can't quite tell. He's adorned in very nondescript leather armor. He's wielding a wooden sword, wooden shield, and stuff like that. Sorry, wooden mace. And, well, after meeting with a somewhat less warm reception from this guy, because, you know...
We're in, like, the city, right? Like, the main city?
You are currently in...
No, we're in...
You're in the arena.
Well, there's more than one.
We're in the gladiator... Well, we're in the gladiator city, not...
Okay, yeah, no. We're in the city of Slavers.
Sturiel.
No, I was going to say, because if it is the one from home, I would have more pull and be like, hey, we're better than this. Where the fuck are we? We're on top of the damn mountain. Welcome this motherfucker.
Sturiel is below Danesis, which is below you guys.
Everything's below us. We're on the fucking top of the mountain.
Right?
How did Solomon die the first time? Well, he found this metal shield and started sliding down the edge of the mountain because it was snowing. How fast was he going? He was going fast enough that when he hit the tree, there was just a red mist.
Oh.
Yeah, this is good.
Cool. What's the... It's Solomon Griswold.
I think that would cover it, yeah.
Solomon McCormick.
Instead of Solomon Grundy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Father Solomon, born on a Monday, dead on a Tuesday, revived on a Wednesday, dead on a Thursday. Revived again on Saturday. Why not Friday?
Because the Falcon was pissed off.
He needed to take a nap.
Yeah, right.
He was done babysitting for a day. But the announcer then brings up one thing. And a celebration is also in order. For today, the opening of this season marks all donations will go to 2 fundings. The first will go to the orphanage as demonstrated by the champion of all Drifell, Roll! Roll! And the crowd starts chanting his name and Roll's just like...
he
just does not move.
Yeah.
He does not care.
Just like sort of freaking Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
So, nobody in my city will take my money. Bet that orphanage would, though.
I mean, under the table.
Or I could make it public.
You know, Raw would just take it.
No, Raw wouldn't. It's going to be the...
Like, you walk up to him like, hey, Roll, give this to the children. You go...
No, see, the way around this is to do it in a public spectacle so they have to take it. I could just be like, whatever you donate to the children, I'm doubling it from my personal funds.
Mm-hmm. Do it.
And they'd be like, we can't do...
Are you like, we can't do that.
One, it is a public contract.
Turns.
2, it's for the children. And 3,
Roll.
he's there for the children
roll.
too.
Yeah.
Really need to oil his armor.
Yeah. No.
The best part is, like, the best...
No, emphasis. Emphasis. You have to squeak for emphasis.
Even when it's oiled, it'll do it.
No, the best part is Rawl doesn't actually have armor between here and the helmet.
Mm.
He's just got a crickety neck.
But it's still squeaks.
When he turns his head, his muscles are pushing this out.
But he he continues, and the second, in collaboration with Bob and Jim Sports, we...
Bob and Jim.
Fucking damn it. I'm
What?
done with you.
The arena will be in collaboration. And over the next year, we will be renovating this space with the money you donate to introduce Drifell's very first Blood Bowl Arena!
There's a streak of something on it. I wouldn't say lightning.
About 3/4 of the crowd just go, oh, and then they just go, yeah!
Okay, just a point of clarification. So I assume that the gladiatorial fights are not necessarily like for damages to the death, but that they're like scored like formal fencing matches almost.
A lot of them are, yes.
Okay.
Occasionally they'll do the whole like to the death thing because why the fuck not? Sometimes an offense against one's family must be met with blood.
So duels are also
Yes.
okay.
Public spectacle.
Okay.
It's like I got a fuzzy boy.
And for those of you who don't know, Blood Bowl is like football, but with blood.
It's fantasy football for nerds.
The football, of course, having spikes on the side of it. You gotta be careful how you grab that thing.
I gotta wait till the new one comes out because
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm. Blood Bowl 3, actually.
There's also one version of 2.
But enough with this. Please, make your donations, grab yourself refreshments. And in 20 minutes, the fighters will meet here.
Who is the other fighter?
The enemy fighter is an Azamar from one of the lower cities. And he is currently just doing stretches on the other side.
I'm gonna go meet him.
All right.
Plus, I gotta talk to the thing. I want to see what it takes to get me my own Blood Bowl team. What do I have to do?
Sponsors.
Buy me a bunch of slaves.
All right. But while he'll be back in a minute, I think he has to do something. It's also possible that he's been saying things throughout the entire thing, and his mic just hasn't been.
Was it the frog?
Yes.
Again.
Yeah. I just heard him towards the end there.
Mhm.
Was it? Oh. There he is.
Yay!
What were you seeing before?
He's back.
Indeed. So while in the amount of time it takes from Father Solomon to get from the one entrance to the arena to the announcer and then to the other fighter, you guys have chances to do something. So the three of you, what exactly do you want to do while you're in the stands? Because there are options. You can make donations. You can place what little bets there are, right? Yeah. You can also get refreshments.
I will. I'll do all three. I will place 5 gold on Jahir.
Okay.
I will. What are the odds anyway?
Like I mentioned earlier, it's a little too early to mention because Jahir was an up-and-coming fighter before he was shanked in the back.
Okay.
So, and it's a very similar thing for the other guy. Oh. Yes?
Say something.
Right, but
Is he alive or dead?
he's Iron Man?
Oh, sorry, I just went on lay down.
Oh, shit.
And switched to my phone.
That will do it. That'll do it. There we go. I can turn the volume down a little bit then. Yeah, so I mentioned before that imagine the investment that you get back being like 0.5 of what you put in. So if you put 5 in there, you get 7 back. But if you lose, you lose all 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of like that.
All right. Whatever.
You don't know the odds, and the odds will go up throughout the fight too, usually, depending on the performance system.
Okay.
As
And then
many things do.
So is this a what's the term?
It's an exhibition in the sense that both of them will advance.
Okay.
That's what I forgot to fucking do. Son of a bitch.
There's no actual ranking or thing for it.
Yeah, so I forgot to do this because I forgot to explain the exhibition match part earlier. Slight amendment to what the announcer said earlier, but it's going to have less gravitas now because I was a dumbass. The winner of this exhibition match will get tickets to a Blood and Bowl match and will have first pick at a sponsor should he decide to change careers.
You could have not said that and just gave it to the winner. It would have been announced at the end and it would have had a lot more impact.
That's also fair.
I'm not a story writer, but sports. Like, we got fabulous prizes. And then cut off at that. What do you mean? How greedy do you want to get?
That's also true. That's true. It's the whole, like, you can either have this Ferrari or what's in the box. The box. Are you sure?
I want that boat. Or, bear with me, do you want what's in the box? Family Guy did it. It's like, who knows? It could be a boat.
This little box.
That is a...
He opened it up and it was a picture of the boat.
But you're right. I'll keep that in mind for next time.
The one thing where I actually have brains.
And then so yeah, he will then also donate 5 to the orphans. He'll go to the orphans, and then because he's been playing in taverns and inns, and earning a little bit of cash on the side.
Naturally.
Well, he's not running errands for the church, and then get a small tankard of beer. Why not?
All right.
I suppose our fighters are locked. They can't actually leave the arena at this point, can they?
They can't really leave, but they can request.
Oh.
They can request things.
It was more of the I wanted to make my donation in the name of the church to both foundations, but I was going to have it on the paper. Like the church IO. You'd be like, come to us for this. I'm not taking no for an answer. I was going to have him put it in there as an anonymous source.
Anonymous source. It's got the seal from your ring. that only you have.
From signed anonymous Father Solomon.
Just signed from the Raven Queen.
Right.
So Max is doing the whole getting his stuff going on. Zarvrax, Karma, what are you doing?
I'll go get something to drink.
All right.
Watching.
All right. So he stays in the arena. Sorry, he stays on the arena bleachers. You're going to just get something to drink.
Oh, are there food vendors?
Of course.
Do they have pancakes?
No.
Okay, darn.
What fucking sports place fucking has a goddamn thing for pancakes? I'm sorry.
It's part of character flavor I'm trying to
It's a
build.
legitimate question.
Could totally invent them though. All you need is some batter, some milk, maybe some eggs,
That'd be pretty easy.
and some.
You want to have something to,
You can make corn dogs.
Yeah.
Wrap the batter around meat and just fry them in lard.
No.
Lard melts down into some really good deep frying oil. Tastes really good. It's really bad for you, but is it the original deep fryer grease? And if you haven't nutted in your pants from eating food ever before, you will.
So while Father Solomon is nutting over the prospect of food,
not just any food, the food of all foods.
So first of all,
pancakes on a stick.
Right. Now, Zarvrax, is there anything you want to do while you're in the bleachers?
Every restaurant that we
Because you do have.
Waiting.
Gotcha.
Like, what the fuck?
I'm waiting.
Gotcha. In that case, Max, Karma, Zarvrax, I would like each of you to roll perception for me, just to get a lay of the land.
Is it 20?
Yes.
Sorry, kid.
14.
Okay. 14 for Max.
Yeah, that'd be really nice if I could pull out one.
Nice. Dirty 20.
That's a 12.
And there's always this thing.
You little whore!
Or there's Destiny.
Oh, there's this one.
Get. Ew.
Oh, my magic ones.
Damn it.
You want to try Destiny? See if it tells you if you're going to get another 5.
Yep.
6.
Close enough.
It was 1 point better.
May the odds be in your favor.
Well, what's your perception? Bonus? What's your bonus? Bonus
I believe it's a +1
Oh, it's
for
a
her.
feather hanging off your shirt. I'm like, the fuck is on your shirt? Oh, it's not even a fit.
0.
Drink.
0? Okay.
I just like to imagine that that's one of those scenes from the old classic Disney movies where he starts to pour out his drink onto the ground, only instead of alcohol, it's a soda. Because I can remember that from, I know it was in the Aristocats. Was it also in Dalmatians where someone would...
Wait. When they pour the drink out?
Yeah, where they pour their drink out because they see something fucking ridiculous.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
It's the original pay after respects. It's like, I need to lay off the booze.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't believe I just saw that. I'm giving up the sauce. Right. Yeah.
So.
Oh, really?
Wow.
With the...
All right.
Alright, he's trying to have the best smelling alcohol breath.
Don't have to brush my teeth after this unless I pray to the throne like I did last night.
Mm-hmm.
In my defense, I drank over half that bottle and didn't realize it. And the collector's edition of Fireball is twice as strong as the original.
That'll do it.
And I couldn't taste it halfway in.
That's why they say start with the yummy stuff, because by the time you're drunk enough, you won't taste the nasty shit.
This is stronger than the Fireball.
Yeah.
I believe it.
This is 100 proof.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Where was I? Oh, yes. So, Karma, you don't really see anything. You don't really see anything. You don't really notice anything. For you, it's one of those instances where I don't really think Karma is interested too much in Gladiator Arena. Is she? Or would she be interested in gladiator fights?
No.
Not really?
No.
Okay, so she's kind
Not
of
even for the fighting techniques?
So she's more or less in it for like support of Jahir then, really,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
This tastes like one of those Christmas candies.
Doesn't sound too bad.
It's not. And this is going to hit me a lot harder than it normally would because the only thing I've had to eat are those crackers.
Now see, Schlager,
Take it
though.
slow then.
I also, last night, I pounded through that bread to sober up. I didn't care what it tasted like. I fucking just grabbed it. Just I'm like...
I noticed you also ate the rest of the pizza rolls.
I did?
Yes! The wrappers for the pizza rolls were in the garbage when I took them out.
That's how I felt last night. I went to the bar with my
Huh.
mom.
I don't remember that.
So, Max, you do see nothing.
You do see nothing.
You see nothing, basically.
Okay.
Nothing of significant note. You see a number of people donating more so to the orphans than to the Blood Bowl. That's kind of to be expected.
Yeah.
But you see...
You went to...
But the few people... But the...
No, because Brandon banned me from alcohol.
No, I did too, but you want to try it? It's not like you're drinking the entire thing. Don't drink the entire thing.
See, that's where you can't hand it to me, because then I will.
But I have faith.
I'm fucking exhausted. I'll forget.
That's the
Like,
thing, yeah.
oh, this is okay.
Well,
Boom,
what if we watch it? What if we all just watch it?
It won't fucking matter. Then I'm
like,
just
Well,
like,
one sip.
like,
One sip.
This
We
smells
drop it
good,
one
and
sip
it's
here.
gone. But you didn't even drink it. Magic.
So I mean that's a new drink there. What should that be called?
The Nat 1.
melon mint.
So, while you don't exactly see anything of necessary
Major
note, the few people that are donating to the Blood Bowl, they're donating a lot. Like, people are donating to the charity like in droves for the orphans.
Yeah.
But it's in
It's
less
piecemeal
money
stuff.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The people who are donating to the Blood Bowl,
It smells
few
like
in
toilet
numbers,
cleaner.
they're just wham.
It smells like toilet cleaner.
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't like that, and I don't like rumple so much.
That really does smell like like peppermint candy here.
Yeah.
No?
Sebastian's eyes are just wide.
Because he's cracked up on
Something.
catitude.
Did you get some drugs?
So,
Allegedly, I did not.
Zarvarax, finally getting back to you. Your dirty 20, while you're in the bleachers, you're just kind of looking around because you're like, I wonder if anyone needs legal consultation. At one point in time, you see, well, this is the stereotypical setting where everyone is just out in the open. They're cheering for their favorite man in the ring. But there's one figure. There's one figure in the entire crowd who is hooded and cloaked. Just the one.
Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Alright, I'm gonna sneak up on him.
Alright. Now, by the time you more or less notice this particular figure, Max and Karma have returned with their respective food and drink. And you can see Zarvrex kind of like moving away. Do you stop him?
No, why? He's just... The fight action hasn't started yet. He's probably just getting something to drink.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright.
Good luck, dude.
So, while you're doing that, feel free to roll a stealth check. And while we're rolling that, Father Solomon, you have made it to the announcer, who is currently massaging his throat a little bit.
Yeah.
With what?
Just fucking healing hands. Just be like, well, bat, lay on hands. You're fine.
Nice. 15 in stealth.
Fucking punch him in the throat.
Not bad. Not bad.
No, lay on hands.
Healing hands.
Whap, right in the throat.
He thinks it's gonna hurt, but it feels better.
He punched me. It feels better. What the heck?
Father Solomon, what's your most cool trick? Hey, Bard, come here real quick. What? Just lay on hands. Full blown. Jack! You'd be like, why didn't that hurt? That actually felt good.
I feel so much better now.
And you're awake.
Yeah, it's the...
Roll for damage and healing.
I would just out heal the damage I would do with unarmed idiot, right? So it's like I didn't do it at all.
Imagine this. You punch a motherfucker in the face. It becomes a slow-mo. And as the mouth is open, teeth grow back.
Some shatter out and the
Oh,
new
that
ones
was
grow in its
actually
place.
that was actually a stand thing with JoJo's.
Is it really?
Yeah, one of the main characters, that was his thing, is his stand would hit something and it would make it go, but it can rebuild it. But it can rebuild it not just the same way it was originally, it can rebuild it different.
Sounds overly complicated, just like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has become.
Huh. Yeah.
Oh, maybe these nuts would be better if they're honey roasted.
Great stay night.
Honey
Great
roasted
stay
nuts.
night. Just talk about unnecessarily complicated.
I'm sorry, you act like I don't have the same opinions on the Fate series.
I like Fate Zero. Oh, good.
Fate Zero was fun. I didn't like the, I didn't...
Oh, your cherry's nice. It's mine now!
There's a fun story behind Fate Zero, by the way, but I'll get to that later. You have reached the announcer. Are you doing anything to the announcer, per se?
Oh, well, if he's trying to clear his throat, obviously I could soothe it. He'd be like... That'll rest up quite faster. So, what would I have to do to get my hands on a team for that Blood Bowl place?
Well, he bows. He's like, Father Solomon,
Oh, please.
bless
we're-
us with your presence.
Oh, please, we're in a place of fun. You don't have to do the formalities.
No,
We're equal here. I'm just a normal person.
Yeah,
He starts acting
There's
all
another little bit of a bow.
You can start bowing. I'm gonna start bowing then. It's gonna be really awkward by the time we're done.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty, Your Majesty.
I wrote you a little song. It goes like this. You're a bitch.
What's your name?
Cunt!
Steven. Fuck you, Steven.
What's your name?
What was it, Jerry or something? Fuck you, Jerry.
So, He informs you that the teams are being assembled, and they were contemplating on asking for your permission to give blessings to the Drifell team. And seeing as how you
is this a sport performed by? Is it just in Drifell, or is it like
Drifell would have multiple minor league teams, and the best players of those minor league teams would have the ability to compete to be put on the Drifell team, the Drifell representative team. They would be major league, and they would go off.
So
and
it's
they would...
like
I'm gonna own my own team, damn it.
football versus NFL.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just because I help sponsor the major league team doesn't mean I can't have my own little league team.
That is correct. You may absolutely do that.
I'm totally
you're gonna pay money to watch little children smash hit each other?
Well, think of it.
Yeah,
like
I can play it off as I'm not hitting them raw. They're fighting it out. They're getting their issues out the way. You know how this works.
Well, think
Totally
of it,
political.
Well, think of it like this. Anyone who goes up against the children's team in Drifell is going to be looking up at the bleachers, and Roger's going to be staring down.
You get this full-blown, like, huge-ass team of, like, professional players and get these children. The children are like, yeah, let's have fun. And they're like, oh, and then Raw looks at them and they're like...
The kid touches him with a finger. They're
And then you're going to get that one child that's
Turn into
overpowered
soccer
and just
players.
fucking shoulder bashes the guy and clearly lays his ass out without any assistance.
Turns out it's a halfling in disguise.
Doesn't matter. It's sports. It's the one sport where you gotta cheat at cheating.
Yeah.
It's basically what it is.
Yeah. Legitimately, there are rules for stepping on someone's neck.
Getting a penalty is great.
Only if you're caught.
Ain't no one gonna say shit.
Right. But in any case, he more or less informs that pretty much like anybody who wants to try out to compete for the various city teams are more than welcome to do so. They just have to be local to that city. And then the major league team would be comprised of the best players of those teams.
Alright, so you obviously have a home team in mind. I love games of all sorts, as you can clearly tell.
Mm-hmm.
But, what would I have to do to own one of the teams that play in this bowl?
Oh, to own one?
Yes.
Ah.
I have plenty of coffer coin. That nobody accepts, and you know it, you little fucking slimy git. With all due respect.
Roll
I can't find my die.
charisma.
Persuasion?
Where the fuck's my book?
Right there.
Oh. Did you say roll charisma or persuasion?
It's charisma because this is a highly insulting thing.
I didn't mean it insultingly.
No one takes you slimy fucking git.
No one takes it. You know this, you slimy fucking git. So just a charisma, so it'd be fucking 7 or 4.
7 and 4.
Yeah, and then
All right.
would I not add a fucking? It's not persuasion. It'd be intimidation too, wouldn't it?
Sure, we'll go with that. Intimidation.
Yeah. So if it was, it's still 4.
4
So
total.
7 and 4.
Oh, 7 and 4, 11. Okay.
And if it's charisma, that'd be a +4. But I'm not adding 4 to it because it can turn out either way.
So
I also level up. I haven't touched my sheet, so.
Oh, you've 100% gotten your luck back. It's been a couple weeks.
That's a lot better.
You are able. Okay, so you
16
rolled
and 4.
16 and 4. Okay, you rolled a 14. So you are able to choose how you prevent this guy from feeling like the religious figure of his home just said he's a worthless piece of shit.
Well, I
He
didn't
is.
word it right. Like, how I meant it. You know what? I apologize. My tone was off. I meant to say something else in translation. You know, lost in translation.
Sorry, it sounds better in Dwarvish.
Yeah, there we go. It sounds Hold on.
Yeah,
What race
that
is
sounded
it?
better than my...
Azamar.
Okay. It sounds a lot better in Dwarvish.
He goes like, I understand.
I didn't mean it. Any offense, I'll buy you a drink later.
No, I deserved it.
I like what you do. You got quite the voice. Keep it up. What are you doing?
She's waiting for her turn to get back around. Essentially, you just need to fund it, basically, and then put forth and put to tryouts. Anyone can play, but not everyone can be eligible for the arena, of course.
Well, obviously there's rules, but some rules are meant to be broken, and this is a sport of exactly that.
Yeah.
I like living on the edge sometimes. They lock me up in that cathedral too often. I don't get out much.
And for the past 2 weeks, you've actually been spending more time in the palace than the cathedral.
The gall. He
Right.
locked me in the castle. I am what was the fucking word for it? I'm so out of place there. They make me wear pants.
So,
Yes, I'm
so
sure
you more or less
I'm
get
sure
the
it's horrible,
information.
sir.
You more or less get the information you need in regarding how to get the Blood Bowl team. You start moving off to the other combatant.
I'll sponsor your home arena with blessings.
Zarvrax, you begin sneaking up on this hooded figure. You use your powers of the changeling to get closer and closer and closer. Eventually, the hooded figure kind of turns the head to look in your general direction, but then just kind of looks
What?
around even more.
What is it?
You don't quite know if it's noticed you just
The
yet,
schnapps or the fireball?
but you
Schnapps I use.
feel stealthy.
But with that mix and this, it just took me back to Christmas.
Do I see who it is?
5. Oh my god.
From this distance, not
It's
quite.
like cinnamon and peppermint. Very Christmassy.
Oh,
I also had like
buying
watermelon
followers
cake.
and bullshit.
What?
What?
Oh.
It's a comment about
It's a bot.
buying followers.
Oh.
Fucking bots.
We don't need you. We can say nigger.
Can we like block this person?
There's no point.
And it's one of those things where, like, we can ignore it.
Yeah, they have so many of those accounts around.
Mm-hmm. It is what it is.
They would, the freaking bots would spam chat in Diablo 2, and it just pissed me off so much because
Oh, of
it's
course.
so obvious. You just
So,
ruining the.
from this distance, not quite. You can't quite make out the figure inside the cloak, but it's slim, except in the shoulders for some fucking reason. The shoulders are a bit broader,
So it's a man.
but the hood is a bit short, a bit more hollow.
Deeper?
And when you finally able to get close enough to see this, the figure is kind of laddering a coin, juggling a coin between the fingers. But this coin doesn't. It's platinum. It's a electrum. It's an electrum coin.
Oh.
But the coin itself is kind of like framed as well. So if you wanted to spend it, you'd probably have to take it out of the casing itself.
Can I tell what race this person is?
Not from where you are.
Racist.
Well, it's not a halfling, that's for sure.
No, the race. The figure appears to be roughly sitting down, so you can't quite tell the full height. But from the buttocks to the head, it looks like it would not be out of place on the average human-sized body.
Well, it's my high
Maybe
Sarah.
5'10", 5'11", 6'1", something like that. So it could be anything from
Sarah
a
has other
human,
attributes that would stand
elf,
She's on
Azamar,
missions.
hell, even certain other races that, hell,
It's been more-
a tiefling
she's
without
quite
horns,
sneaky.
for fuck's sake, right? Hell, even it's not a kenku or anything of a bird nature because
It's King Kui.
right, because you'd be able to see the beak of some kind. But you need
You
to
know it's
roll
on
it in.
Avalok because you can't see a fleshy beak.
I'm in my Arachnocra form right now still, I think, right?
You are At this moment, you're in your grung form because we had to decide what form you were taking for like the epilogue, and we just went, fuck it, he's in his grung form because people know him as the grung.
Right. All right.
You can,
well,
you
I see
can,
the
you
coin
can
moving
change,
back
can't
and forth. I'm trying to get it with my tongue.
All right. So in that case, you'll need to roll an additional stealth check to get that close. But
All right. Stealth. Let's go. All right. Got a 7.
a 7. All right.
Total?
Yeah. Five plus 2.
The figure doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Right on. I grab the electrum with my tongue.
You grab the what with your tongue?
The coin.
Oh, the electrum, yeah.
The electrum.
You flick your tongue out and roll a dex check for your aim.
It's racist that I keep calling somebody a quesadilla man because I forgot what his actual name was, and he's like, "But I have this," and he was sad. Then I'm like, "I still believe in you, spicy chicken wrap."
A 5.
A 5.
3 plus 2.
So you miss the coin.
There was alcohol in that finger.
But you do slap.
Oh.
But you do slap the hand, and the coin falls down. The hood figure just kind of turns to look at you. The shadows kind of falling over the face.
So as a kenku, he can use the grung tongue.
No, he can use the grung tongue as a changeling, but he doesn't necessarily have accuracy with it.
Oh, I was gonna say because he's changeling, so he's not actually a grung, right?
Yeah, and that's why he doesn't have the grung's jumping ability. Like the tongue is physically that long, so he can shoot out. But that's why he has to.
He didn't get the proficiency bonus for the
he's
attack.
also in a kenku form.
No, he's in grung.
I say he was still in his kenku.
No, I'm saying that he can't. Sorry, I'm saying that he can't. So he would know that the hooded figure is not a kenku.
Yeah.
Because you'd be able to see the beak.
But he's in his.
He's in grung. He's in grung form.
Yeah, he's in grung form. He was asking if he was in his Aarakocra form.
Okay, yeah, no. I was gonna say because in this case I'm like, how does the bird use the tongue?
Yeah, no.
No, that's what got me.
Yeah.
But no, that's
cool.
hitting pretty good.
Yeah. That's why we've got snacks for you, buddy.
Well, it's not as bad as last night. Last night it didn't hit. All of a sudden, boom, handle going down.
So the hooded, you can tell that the hooded figure does not have long hair because otherwise the hair would be, coming from out underneath the hood.
Unless they have it in a ponytail.
Right. That's also true. But the figure just goes down, picks up the coin, just kind of through the hood, looks at you, doesn't really make any action to run. Just kind of like, the fuck was that? What do you do?
Sorry, caught my eye. I thought it was a fly. Just an instinct. Anyway, you enjoying the fight?
Roll deception.
I'm going to be getting up into another Dungeons and Dragons. I think it's going to be on Christmas. I'm asking, are there any limits? What level do we start at? And is it 5e or is it 3.5? I'm waiting for him to tell me.
22.
I'm making my character an escort. I'm like, I'm going to make a min-max.
22?
And you're going to hate me.
Yeah.
So this figure... This figure is going to just continue moving the coin, and then it's just gonna, with a thin hand, a gloved hand, shoo you away.
We're not a bog, frog. Get.
All right. I'm gonna turn and pretend to walk away until he turns his back again.
All right.
And I'm going to sneak up on him again.
You look behind him. The hooded figure's looking right at you. You got.
I do like him.
This hooded figure got a natural 20 against your deception.
I'm going to do moonwalk, so it looks like I'm walking away, but I'm actually going towards him.
The cloaked figure gets up and moves around. At this point, the two of you can kind of see that. Where was
how
the
far
Grung?
away from? I was gonna say, how far away from us was he?
Say about a good 70 feet around.
Oh, okay.
He's that big? God damn.
Hey, you see the frog?
He's doing some stupid shit again, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know. I don't see him.
The most sane thing in common that Carver's ever said. He's doing some stupid shit again, isn't he? Or, my bad, isn't he?
Right.
Damn.
But no, you guys have the option of.
I hope not. We're here for
entertainment purposes.
Wow. We're here for we're not here for him.
Hey, remember my name, damn it.
Yeah, no.
What's
We're
my
here
name,
for we're
bitches?
here for Jahir. We're not here to call attention to ourselves.
Yeah, we're not. He is.
Why are we always cleaning up after this thing?
You mean, like, I've gotten us into some pretty deep shit sometimes, too.
What?
Not this a grown.
Well, I can't criticize you. You're you're my
You
boss,
can.
essentially.
I like
So-
criticism.
So
It gets
the
you places.
hooded figure is moving away from you. You can choose to follow it if you want.
May I roll perception to see if I...
Yeah, I told you fucking saw
okay.
it.
Oh, we did see it.
Yeah, I told you you saw him.
Okay, I didn't... Alright.
I'm half awake here, fighting to keep my eyes open, and I heard him.
What?
You just gotta sit up, do some stretching, you'll be fine.
I can't stay sitting up.
What is that?
My back hurts still.
Oh, okay. This is what happens when you get your back broken. I mean, fixed.
Well, at least you don't have the nerve pinching anymore.
Yeah.
But no, you see the
I
hooded
still have a
figure
few
get
nerve
up
pinches,
and start
not
moving
bad.
away from the Grung who's following it.
Mm-hmm. I hate babysitting duty. And I'm gonna mosey on after the Grung.
Yeah, okay. Grungy, how fast are you following this hooded figure? If you want to follow it, of course.
I keep pace so that I'm about the same distance, no matter how far we've traveled.
All right.
But I definitely act like I'm not following.
In a ring.
So I assume that it's not going to be too difficult for me to catch up with him.
Oh, no,
Right.
no whatsoever.
Right.
They're more like walking.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if he asks why you're following him, you could just be like, I'm just heading to my seat. It's a circle. What do you expect?
Yeah, but he's going away from us.
Yeah, he doesn't know where he's sitting.
Yeah, he does.
How does he know where he's sitting?
Because he's sitting with us.
No, she's asking if how the hooded figure will know where
Yeah.
Zarbrax is sitting.
Yeah, no, you're right. He doesn't, but it's pretty obvious that he's following him.
But
but Max is gonna be thinking that he's gonna be getting us in trouble again.
so do you walk after him, chase him?
Yeah, I'm gonna not like run after him, like, but I'm gonna
Distantly follow.
I'm gonna sneak up on him.
All right, roll your stealth.
I thought you said you didn't have to.
What?
So I thought you said you didn't have to.
After what?
Like wash your teeth or gargle. 16.
All right.
What?
Wash your teeth or gargle.
Oh, no, I had a peanut stuck in my teeth.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you feel stealthy as you follow along with these things. The hooded figure eventually goes down the stairs into the, well, concessions. And
Do I catch up with Zarbrax?
stealthily, no.
No.
If you want to catch up to these guys,
I'm gonna try and catch up with Zarbrax.
Okay, so Zarbrax, you hear this guy coming a mile away. And the two of you meet. As you follow along, you follow this hooded figure into the crowd.
Yeah, that broken tooth I got, peanuts get stuck in there and they, like...
Yeah.
They hurt.
So Max will be like, what are you doing? You're going to get us in trouble.
Oh, you'll be fine. I can pardon most of the shit.
I turn to Max and I go, he was casting a spell on someone in the arena. I think it's
Really?
Necromancer.
Okay. Can I roll perception to see?
Go for it.
All right. Or is it insight?
Well, what are you doing?
I'm gonna see if he's lying to me.
Oh, insight.
If you not won this, I'm gonna laugh.
Oh, that's a 5.
You can't quite tell if this guy's lying or not. Like, sorry, more specifically, you can't tell if he's telling the truth or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, what else could that be? Using a little trinket like that.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I know you, so I doubt what you say.
All right.
But
It was Zarvarax who found out where the runaway slave was hiding in Garanur.
and
Fair enough.
you're also talking about the same shifty character who, yes, that was intentional.
Mm-hmm.
He did get us out of a nickel fight in that maze.
Well, yeah, but who also, begins and ends every single sentence with allegedly.
Allegedly.
Which is lawyer speak for I think this might be true, but
Well, he allegedly says allegedly.
allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly.
Supposedly.
Perhaps.
What?
It's rumored. Now, the hooded figure is still relatively within sight.
Okay, fine. We'll investigate.
And the hooded figure then turns a corner. Roll stealth.
1.
Roll a perception to try and keep up with this thing.
Roll stealth or perception?
Perception.
19.
Natural 23.
He looks so disappointed.
A little bit. It was an 18 plus the hooded figure stealth. So, you follow this hooded figure. Turns a corner. Suddenly. And then,
Are you going to shift shape?
this is a crowded area.
So, we're looking to deceive him, not everyone else.
If one person sees a grung shapeshift into another living creature,
As long as they're there for a reason. This is the city of slaves. He will probably get executed.
but no, so you figure turns a corner. You turn the corner right there at the exact moment that the cloak dissipates in a puff of mist. Long white hair more of it like a silvery hair, is tied back in like a French braid, but still allowing for flowingness on the back.
It's Zelda. No.
But it is a woman. It is a woman indeed. With a darkened
Beak
vest.
up at most.
Yeah. A darkened vest with kind of like the Cruella de Vil broader shoulder things poking out to the side a little bit. Walking around. Turns around to face the both of you and goes, "Why do you persist in bothering me?"
He's got one of those faces.
Her ears betray her race. She is an elf.
Fucking razor-eared bastard.
Bitch. Female. Bitch.
A
So.
bastard is a bastard either way. It
Well,
doesn't-
that is true.
Her ears betray her. Oh, okay.
Yeah, her ears betray her race.
Okay.
Kill
Or
the
she's
ball!
She is an elf.
I'm sitting there like, why did she betray them? That's what?
It's a smart person's way of saying, you know what race they are based off their knifeys.
So, so Max is gonna nudge Zarvarax.
Is
Ed?
Zarvarax even here?
Ed, say something.
Oh.
What I miss?
Who's
Oh.
the third black screen?
So,
I believe that is currently Matt. Yeah, Matt's currently doing something.
so
Hey,
we
pretty suspicious there, my guy.
so we turn the corner, the figure we've been following drops the hood.
The cloak
turns
dissipates into mist.
Yes, the cloak literally vanishes. She looks. It's a female elf with silvery hair, and she looks at us and she goes, "Why do you persist in following me?" Max, not having an answer, nudges Zarvarax.
I go, because we saw you cast a spell.
Casting a spell. I was unaware it was illegal to cast spells in the first place.
What did you cast?
I never said I did.
But you didn't deny it either.
Oh, there. I need not answer to peasants like you. If you must know, I simply enjoy working with my fingers.
From the arena, Kinky!
I turn to Max and I go, I think it's time for us to arrest her.
Oh, okay, just turn it up to 11, huh?
Or you can be like, all right, you have fun with that. I'll sit here and give you support. As she's kicking his ass, she's just clapping.
D&D campaign goes from is 0 to 170.
0 to murder holes in 6 seconds.
Yeah, right.
How do you do that? Just let the players have free reign.
Right. No kidding.
Let one of the players insult the other player's goddess and watch him fucking wreak havoc on them.
Okay then. Max is gonna bellow out as loud as he can. Guards! Guards!
Alright.
Jump on this lady's back and just hang on.
Alright. You leap onto this woman back. Roll an athletics
Midget
check.
fight!
Roll an athletics check.
What fight?
Midget fight.
She's an elf, not a half-life.
Yeah, but Zarvarax and midget.
Yeah, well, true. Say, with a midget fight, you need 2...
What'd you roll there, Zarvarax?
I'm still working on it. Figure out how to slow jumps.
Oh.
Okay, 13.
13. You attempt to hang on to this woman's back, and she immediately just flips around. See, more to the point that you can't get a good grip on her than anything else. And you go to the ground. You call out for the guards. Some of the people make way as guards around the corner. They come around here, and they immediately go, "Oh!"
They bow?
They bow.
Okay.
I direct them to arrest this woman.
I'll just tackle somebody important.
You did.
I mean, the frog's trying to.
We all about to get thrown in the dungeons.
No. Me and you are fine. The bard should be fine. Karma wasn't even dealing with this. The best I can do is say, you can keep the frog. He's not with us.
Live and let live.
Knick-knack, paddywhack.
Knick-knack, paddywhack,
leave the frog alone.
So, one of the guards, a kind of a burly human, asks, "Are you all right, Lady Ormsbane?"
Yep, you just attacked the same leader.
A what leader? Okay, do I know who she is?
You can roll history.
Learn how
12.
filthy y'all are.
At the name drop of Ormsbane, you recognize one of the Drifell lords.
Yeah.
Okay.
See? I knew where it was going as soon as I described it. I'm like, flashback. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm like,
Does she have a ring?
doesn't matter.
She has a black band ring on her right hand.
See, now if I wasn't in the arena, I'd be like, I apologize
Oh, yeah.
for my idiots that I employ. Well, idiot. Singular.
Yeah.
Quite frank. They believe I've been casting magics, which, do not mistake, I'm very powerful. But is it so wrong that a lord of Drifell wishes to not be hounded at an arena for a day?
Let's see here.
I'm not
Oh,
like
that.
your father Solomon. I like to keep my privacy.
This is an anime.
No, but we do that nod to the roll every time. Like,
Yeah.
I tried! I failed and I tried. Boy, did
The
I
guard,
try.
the guard goes like, "Do you want us to take them into custody?" No.
So, all right,
No.
Max is gonna say, my profuse apologies. We were warned. I did not recognize you, and we were warned of someone trying to throw the match.
Roll deception.
11.
Is it 2?
The guard's got a 1.
The guards did. No, the lady didn't.
Oh no, the lady got a natural 20 on her insight beforehand. She knows damn well that's not why you were being chased.
You're being chased because we've got a power-hungry frog on her hands.
She walks up. Let's see, Grungs have something. She will reach down and she will pinch the flabby side of Zarvrak's face and just pull him like a pissed off mom. Walks up to you, Max, and goes, "Consider this a debt to me. I won't have you thrown away, and you owe me something in the future. The both of you."
This better not come back to me.
This is that is more than
'Cause they come
acceptable. You
up,
were very
"So,
gracious.
Solomon."
My
Yes.
apologies. And
Yes, I am. And she waves her hand, and the cloak just.
Mhm.
If you'll excuse me, I have a match to enjoy. And she walks up. So, someone was trying to throw the match? Who told you that?
we have our sources. Sorry.
Oh,
Damn.
you're lucky. Normally she has them flogged.
I know.
Are they orcs?
Just jokes
No,
on you.
just burly.
Oh.
Burly humans.
I suppose if you really want to, you could flog the frog.
Why is a grung in the mountains?
He has a medical condition that allows him that he needs thinner air than what is normally found in the jungle. Or the
Something
probably the
like
swamp.
I'm so sorry.
Yes,
So are we-
it's quite sad.
Well, enjoy the match, and if you hear anything else, contact us first, please.
We will definitely call for guards if we see anything.
Enjoy the fight.
Thank you.
Did you see Father Solomon was here? We haven't seen him since the failed coup. Cutting over to Father Solomon's like, "You all right, Father Solomon?"
Just dust.
I swear to the god herself.
Is
That
this...
frog is getting us into fucking trouble again. This is the 6th time. Every time the frog gets into trouble, he sneezes.
You are with the other gladiator.
Why? So,
Oh, we're heading back to our seats.
Of course.
I'm going to extend my hand. I was like, so, you're the competition for him today.
Yes,
Oh,
Father
please,
Solomon.
no pleasantries. I get that enough. You're fine. We're standing on the same ground. We're people. It's okay. It's okay.
I tell you what, I was heavily debating trying to cast sleep on her. I'm
But
really
then
glad that I didn't.
Yeah.
So, my new friend, where do you hail from?
Oh, I'm Drifell.
I'm going to pretend like I know where that's at.
It's the ground city facing the rising sun.
Like I said, players pretending to know where it's at.
Yeah.
Because person knows.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Known for what?
It's the place facing the rising sun.
Yep.
It's got great views.
Now, I believe that one was military prowess.
Okay.
Oh,
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
this
Yep.
other-
Auduvel resting at the bottom of the mountain facing the east to meet the rising sun. The city is known for its military prowess and is where the majority of the army is stationed. Back when it's either deployed or just for like barracks and stuff. That's where you go to train.
City of the Rising Sun.
Yep.
City of the Rising Sun. I see. So that means you're gonna give. Just because he's under my charge right now, he doesn't work for me. I guess we're friends. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, he's under your charge.
Kick his ass. Show him why you're better. I'm betting 20 gold on you.
Done deal.
Now, you win. You lose, but don't take it easy on him.
Oh, I won't.
Good. You do good enough and I might have a seat for you.
What?
Wow. I need more people to staff. I recently lost a few.
What?
What? I said do good enough and I might have a seat for you.
You mean that?
Yes.
Just starts nodding his head like, yeah.
They didn't give you a good reception and, this is not the home city, so I can't be like, hey, we're from Drifell here. We're all from the top of the mountain. Let's treat each other nicely as we should. Give them... you deserve more credit than people give you, so... give us a good show. Good luck to you.
Colin Urter.
Well, obviously you know me as Father... whatever they want you to call me. I'm Solomon, as you would know. Just a normal person. We can be friends. Kick his ass.
Done deal.
I will bless him. As I'm shaking his head, just... Ring.
Out of curiosity, is the use of magic by the gladiators accepted in the match?
Oh, it's accepted, just not for exhibition. Exhibition is straight up combat, like melee.
Okay.
Still gonna bless him.
You have blessed him. Now remind me what that does.
It's got advantage on saving throws.
I can believe that.
For bless.
Yep.
Is it all?
No, there's other things too.
I gotta tap out.
You gotta tap out? You gotta tap out?
It passes out in the fucking stands. Just be like,
that is how
oh, can you go get your daughter?
Yeah.
No answer.
Yep, he rolls a d4 to the to saving throws. Yep. Yep, that's what blessed does.
Or attack roll.
Yep. What? Oh, attack roll, yeah.
Where the target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target roll.
Right. Kick his butt, you're here!
I'm by no means...
I could hear that.
What?
I could hear that.
Oh, my arm?
Oh! That usually sounds different.
No. It was over here, and then my arm popped a few times.
Did you hear? Just because you work for me, by no means am I going to make this easy for you. You are proving your wood here.
I'm going to go kill myself.
Don't do that.
Yeah, she's going to go pass out. You want something with caffeine?
Fart.
Oh, go lay down. We will keep you up to date later.
Okay.
I can play Karma. I'm just the bitchier version.
That's fine.
Alright, it's fine.
Apparently fucking...
Battle Master.
What? What the fuck's a Battle Master?
That's what Karma took for her level 3 variant.
What the fuck's a Battle Master?
Battle Master is you take d8s and you add that to special moves.
See, I don't play close combat people normally anyway.
It's more defense than offense.
Oh, so I can just beat a motherfucker with a shield.
Yeah,
pretty much.
But you've blessed him.
Sneakily, I should say.
Alright.
Or you can, choose to pick someone up and beat a motherfucker with a motherfucker.
20 minutes has gone by. People have returned to the arenas and they are sitting down. They are eating.
How high are the walls?
Walls are about 12 feet.
You really have to jump to climb up and over it and sit by roll.
I mean, you can always just use the stairs.
I'm going to.
You gonna use the stairs?
I'm going to use the stairs.
Okay.
And not be a total dumbass. You'd be like, or my luck is a natural 20. You just, what the fuck?
Solomon has achieved flight mode.
Not flight mode. He just turned a different color for a second.
So you use the stairs. Many of the people either try to shake your hand or bow.
Will you all stop bowing? We're all equal ground here. Hi, what's good?
You said you were going to sit next to Roll?
Yeah.
You get to the children. The children are the children take up Power Ranger poses as they face up to you and go like, "On guard, evil king killeth all."
It doesn't actually do damage unless I punch a bitch. So I'm gonna pop a necrotic shroud, which is the necromancer. She'd be like, "You really want to do this here and now?"
Roll intimidation. Are you doing
playful,
Are you doing performance? Okay, roll performance for me.
I'm not actually gonna attack the children.
Yes, you must.
If I fail it, I'm probably gonna have to. That's a very bad performance. Where the fuck is my sheet?
Underneath the other sheet.
It's a bunch of sheet.
A bunch of bullshit.
It's obviously still a performance for kids.
Of course.
That's why I didn't use the shroud.
Mm-hmm.
10.
10?
10.
10. That's good enough for kids. And they pretend to do karate moves on you, like not actually hitting you because they know how performances work.
I'm gonna go do the thing back, and then make sure one of them makes contact with me. I'm just gonna lay myself out right across Raw's lap.
Well, Raw's on the other side of the children and you.
Well, you know what I mean.
But
like,
you can lay at Raw's feet, and Raw just kind of goes like.
Tink. No. Okay, so if he's on the other side, I'm going to fly the opposite direction as far as I can without hitting someone or going over the edge. And if I fucking fail it, I'm going over the edge and it's going to fucking hurt.
You land on the ground, no problem.
I've been bested. Oh, dear my. Whatever shall I do?
The kids kind of like go over to you and they strike up a heroic victory pose, and then some of them go back to Rawl. Rawl just does this.
Gotta stand up. Dust. And I will find an open spot close-ish to the kids. Am I right?
Oh, the kids just pull you over to the seat next to Rawl.
Oh, okay. All right. This one should be good. I might have bended the rules just a little bit.
But the announcer then draws the attention to the crowd. The crowd goes wild. And the combatants, well, they get close enough to each other, just like the ye olde boxing rings. Now, Jahir, you did have the option of having a wooden version of the weapon you already have. So, no problem there.
Is this the city of elves? Prominently?
Azamar.
Okay.
Yep.
So I know like certain cities have more prominent members. Like all cities would be like, oh, this city's more full of said this or that.
It's primarily human and Azamar. So Azamar take up about 60% of the population. Humans take up about 40. Sorry,
so like
30,
elves
38.
and there like, I should say, what the fuck do they call it?
The idea that Ulmsbane is a Drifell Lord is practically unfucking heard of. There has never been an elf Drifell Lord before.
My thing is like the minority. What's the biggest one there?
Yeah, Azamar. Azamar is the majority.
They're the majority.
They're the majority. Yeah, the minority would be things along the lines of, well, changelings, of course, tieflings, of course. Elves are behind dwarves because dwarves are fucking everywhere. They'll build shit. They're the
dwarves
best.
fuck everywhere.
Yeah.
Elves don't.
Yeah. The dwarves themselves are contractors. They'll build wherever you want, whatever you want. They'll take whoever's money. They don't care if it's religious or not.
Mm-hmm. That's why I like the dwarves the best.
Mm-hmm. There are more Kenku than elves, though, because Kenkus are cartographers from Calamoran.
They get around.
Yeah.
I like the birds. Well, a few of them anyway, the ones that I've probably met.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, alright.
But for the sake of expediency, your damage will essentially be the same thing as your normal weapon,
Okay.
as well as its utilities.
Right.
Just bludgeoning and non-lethal as opposed to anything else.
So it's basically a weapon, but not lethal.
Oh, I still bludgeon him to death. I just had to hit him enough.
Is it painted the same way as this weapon would be?
No, it's just wood. Unpainted wood. Because why would you bother painting the wood that you're going to be beating the fuck out of?
They could be made out of very hard wood too. So
That's true.
like the stuff that some big ship propeller shafts are made out of.
Mm-hmm. But you take your position, the crowd goes wild. Do you do anything as a performance to excite the crowd? Because Colin is. Because after the two of you slap the blunt side of your.
He's also had some major inspiration. Ow.
He's gonna back up and he's gonna be doing some Jedi sword twirling and he's gonna do a backflip.
One faceplant.
It's just kind of average. He gets a middle of the road performance
In front of Acid.
response.
Being that Jahir's going to do the same thing.
All right.
He's gonna copycat.
See what's that? Best performance, ain't it?
Yep, performance to excite the crowd.
That's a 22.
Damn. The people love you. He is embracing his inner Darth Maul.
How much of an insult would it be just to scream, stand up and scream for the other guy, kick his ass, whatever his name is?
Colin Urter.
Yeah. Kick his ass, Colin!
U-R-T-U-R.
What?
Urter.
Yeah,
Colin Urter.
fuck it. I'm gonna do it. Just gonna kick his ass, Colin!
You call that out. And the people are just like, huh? And the fight begins. How much does that bother? How much would that bother you, Jahir?
Not really.
Would that be like a D10 roll?
Max, ooh, how, no, okay, nope. I was debating whether or not to give him some inspiration. However,
casting it in the outside.
Well,
is very...
and I was gonna say because we've already claimed that people are gonna be trying to use magic to throw the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I already used the blessing.
I don't know that.
The worst part is like, who's trying to throw the fight? It's the father. What do you mean it's the father? Why is he doing it? He likes to make things interesting. See, this is like I've seen him fight in battle, but this is more for me not being combat wise back to back with him, and it's not life threatening to me. So I want to test his will. Like, let's see what he can do. It's not like I gave the guy one of the super OP things I can give someone. So it's like, hey, it's a basic, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave him regular inspiration too because it was 100% serious. I'm like, perform well enough and on the spot because I need people that are genuine.
So, just a clarification. For an exhibition match, magic is a no-go, because this is purely meant as a physical fight between them. Are there any paladin abilities that could just be considered like... Actually, no, I'm just going to say no for now. This is a non-consequential fight. Come on. You can kick his ass without magic.
Yeah.
Not to say that you can't do certain abilities based on your race or your class or anything like that, but like magic, tone it down for now.
Well, I mean,
no
if
spending of spell slots, essentially.
Pretty much.
Nothing that takes an entire action to cast. If you can do it like as a cantrip or whatever, and you can do it.
So you mean like a bonus action casting?
Yeah. So like
most of his spells are bonus action casting, especially when it comes because like with the smite.
Yeah. See, if you can do it,
it does take up a spell slot though.
Yeah. I know, but that's what I'm saying.
But the thing is you can do it. You just got to be really sneaky. And there's how many eyes here that will call you up if you're caught doing it?
I was gonna say. I mean, I suppose if you're a sorcerer and have,
But roll for initiative, Jahir.
See, my thing
And have like subtle spell.
We've established that whenever I get hit, that rebuke, the lightning one, kicks off automatically. It's my self-defense. It's like, wow! If damage is done, it goes.
Yep.
18.
All right.
It's not because it's a racial trait. It's
Colin matches
I have
you.
No control of it.
And because you had a better performance, you get to swing first.
So he's higher on the initiative.
Right.
Yep.
So that is going to be a
16.
That's a 24.
24 to hit will hit.
Oh, I'm also gonna swing at the back half of the weapon as well. So
As you should.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Let me just roll for that. Wait, do I actually?
Well, that's just. I was gonna say that's just your feet. That's not.
It's a fight
Magic.
style.
Yeah.
Class ability. For a minute there, I thought those white pieces on the socket.
No, if I gotta roll for it, I think I might as well.
Backswing is still a second attack.
Yeah, that'll be a 18 as well.
18 hits.
All right, so for that first one, it is.
Is it just a staff? Is he basically just using a staff?
He's using a pole arm that is carved to look like his double-sided scimitar.
Okay. So it does the same amount of damage, just bludgeoning instead of.
Oh yeah. It's at this point that you realize that Father Solomon is quite racist towards elves. By the way, because.
No, I mean we haven't spoken since you entered the arena, so I mean.
Did you not hear me?
Kick his ass, Colin?
I blessed the Aasimar.
We didn't
not
know.
him. I know. Nobody's seen that.
Yeah.
I did say kick his ass, Colin.
Yeah.
What was the total damage?
Along with the rest of the roaring crowd.
18,
18, you said?
1-5.
15, gotcha.
With that being said, like, I have nothing against the Lord person.
So you wipe out
the lady that
15 points of
the frog
damage.
tried to take.
Ba-boom, ba-boom.
I've had interactions with her before. They're
And
all
that,
pleasant.
twirling your blade around, hits him pretty damn hard.
There's quite a few else that I do
But he
generally enjoy. But
he tries to block you with
In
his shield,
general,
but you
just
get
an
past
asshole.
him. So he's going to swing at you
character
with a, 23 to hit with his first swing.
because even the make things look pretty.
That'll hit.
And his second swing with the mace. That's going to be... Well, first it's going to be that.
He gets 2 attacks?
Yeah, he gets 2 attacks.
Ooh, what level is he? Never mind. You don't answer that, but...
All right, so that's going to be 12 plus 4, 16.
That'll hit.
All right. He used his bless to hit you that time.
Of course he did.
Well, of course.
Just
Of course.
catches it, be like,
Now, real quick, how long does
Bless
bless
is pretty powerful.
Is bless a one-term thing, or is it like a
It's 1 minute. I think it's
10 minute?
I think it's 1 minute. It's 1 minute? Let me check.
Ooh, I could have. Oh no, I can't use that because that's going to be a spell.
I think it's
so I
one
really
use or 1
can't
minute.
use that.
No, it's...
I mean, I could use Shield of the Faith, but
You could do that in the higher stake
up
fights.
to a minute. Up to a minute.
You can do that.
I don't know, anything for up to.
It lands for a minute. He can do it for any at his discretion.
Mm-hmm.
What's
All
the
right.
range on that again?
30 feet.
30 feet.
I'm probably well away from 30 feet of him.
That range is only for the action. For the action of casting. So he could run away for 120 feet, and it would still
I'm saying
affect
from
him.
where I am at, if I have to use it again, sneakily and be like,
I mean, well, because it would have taken a minute to get to the seat, we'll say that your kick his ass Colin was your bless.
yeah.
But that's going to be
I already laid hands on him for that. So
5,
we'll say it was a held
10,
spell.
11,
And you can do that for 3
11
creatures.
bludgeoning damage to you.
Dude, that's OP. You need to pull that out
Alright.
more often.
I keep forgetting I
Just
have it.
hits you a
I
couple
keep
times in
forgetting
the
I have
armor.
it.
Your armor is holding. It's good shit. But that's a mace, man. That's got...
It
And
hurts.
then when we get into combat, everybody seems to split up.
It's
I
your
just
turn
wanna
now.
Go for the thing that's either closest or on someone already. So I
same
can
thing
do
as
it.
last time.
All right.
I'm just saying in the future.
It's stronger the higher
Really?
level I use it too.
You use that now. Okay.
Oh, you could just target more creatures.
That's a natural
Last
26.
longer if you-
Ooh.
I think it's
All right.
You
First
crit?
one,
Roll to hit again. Now, at this moment, I'm going to ask...
dirty 22.
Dirty 22? All right. So, at this point, I'm going to ask all 4 of the rest of you to roll perceptions real quick for me.
For Solomon. That is a dirty something. Give me a second.
He rolled a 19. I rolled a 13. No, I rolled a 10, but add 3.
All right.
It's a perception.
You know what?
Yep.
The blue die likes. No. This one rolls better. And then Karma, because I think she's a +0 to perception. So this is
I
great.
was wrong word.
She rolls a 12.
Yeah, that's for
me.
Zach to roll, because he's gotten permission from
My bad.
Le Karma.
It's a dirty 22.
All right. And Zarvarax, what'd you roll again?
That's a magic
9.
gathering die.
9?
Things
Okay.
suck. And for current. Oh, yikes. For perception.
Uh-huh.
Karma rolled a 3.
All right. So, Karma don't see shit,
She's napping on the benches.
right? Karma don't see shit. Zarvarax, I'm pretty sure you don't see anything either, because you got to roll a 9, right?
Yeah.
Max, you and Solomon do see something. More meaningful to you than anything else. Looking over, you can see that Olmsbane is just kind of there in the crowds. But now there's another hooded figure. Not next to her, but kind of around the other side.
Does it look
Wasn't
like
there
her?
before.
Does it look like her?
No, but that hooded figure wasn't there before. And we will continue with the crit that fucking Jahir landed on this poor guy.
I suppose Rawl doesn't have a cape. Well, he has a cape. He just doesn't
Yeah.
have it on his armor.
Other attack hit is, actually no, the other attack hit as well. So that is going to be, wow. All right, so that is 8 plus 4 plus 4, so 16, 17, 18, 19 plus. All right, that is 22
22 damage. Huh?
total.
So, roll perception for me, Jahir.
Jafar, wherever you are.
21.
So, you are able to use your Darth Maul bullshit to whack away his blade and then follow up with another strike. You hear something unsettling. Before your weapon makes contact with your opponent, you hear, and then as your own blade strikes him, a fair strike, he just crumbles onto the ground.
Well, does that 22 count for seeing that too?
Oh yeah,
I'm leaping the fence, and I'm rushing.
because the thing is, like, you didn't see that per se,
I
but
didn't
your
see
Dirty
that.
22 did see something moving from the other hooded figure.
From the hooded figure?
Mm-hmm.
Guard is close to this figure.
No. Most of the guards are by the entrances at this point.
Well, obviously, Big Eye just...
So is he in the stands now?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sitting next to
Raul.
Rawl.
Okay. All right,
Obviously,
sorry.
was not my intent because I didn't know anything was going down. I just went to sit there because I don't see him outside with fucking work.
Right.
Be like, they just did something.
Looks over to you, like, follows your finger. He's waiting.
Oh, something moved. Then person fell. I don't know if that person's deceased or not, but I'm gonna go do my duties because I'm pretty sure he's not meant to die here.
So, Jahir, you know that sound now. You can tell that the fighter is on the ground. The rest of the crowd is just cheering, like, yay! We're hearing a cheering crowd out in the hallway right now, actually. Perfect timing. But Jahir, you recognize the sound of a neck snapping. And you didn't hit his neck.
So it's going to be I'm going to pop the ledge, but it's going to be a feather fall as I... Woof.
Yeah.
I'm interviewing.
You leap from the feathers.
How okay.
12 feet.
12 feet? Okay, well, that's...
I'm not taking damage from this, and I don't have to stick the landing with feather fall.
Yeah.
Rawl, on the other hand, he is also going to get up, and he's going to...
To guards or to us?
No, he's going to mention this to another figure. Yep. And in old Tabaxi just kind of goes...
Really?
Just gets close and just like solemnly sits down like this, and the kid just kind of goes like, kitty!
And they're petting him the wrong way.
Oh.
and grabbing up the whiskers and just, so soft, as kids do.
And this Tabaxi is just not having it. His eyes are just like bloodshot now.
If they weren't before.
And Rawl's just gonna get up and like slowly move, like just like casually walking. So, you're making your way over to the figure on the ground. Yes, you see him.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow. Because we know. Granted, notice the figure, but Solomon's going for the guy in the
Obviously, I didn't see exactly what happened, so I don't know. I'm going into this defensive, so as I'm falling, it's gonna be. It's for my own defense.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, it'll be in my hand. I'm not activating it until I get.
Okay.
Gonna...
Gotcha. So you've got it in your hand. You're not actually activating.
It's preparing.
Max is going to head towards the arena, and Zarvarex. So I'm with Zarvarex and
Karma.
And Karma. Okay. So all right.
So he's gonna
go.
My weapon to me.
All right.
He's gonna go. Karma, Zarvarex, trouble, and then follow that Solomon.
Okay. The announcer cries out, "And we have a winner! What is this? Even our Father Solomon has come to greet the victor here today! What a
Get
turnout!
close enough, it's going to be...
A quick but decisive first exhibition matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. What did I tell you? The rising star, Jahir Snowwind!" And the crowd just starts chanting, "Snow wind, snow wind, snow wind." And
you what?
I was going to say, can I throw something at the announcer?
Do you want to? Because you can.
You can throw your wooden weapon at him.
Or are there rocks in the
sand.
It's mostly sand.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not exactly a sanitary thing to have just random rocks.
Or safe thing. Yeah,
the biggest thing
understandable.
is if they have like a big tournament there, like one after another, there's probably going to be pieces of armor and whatever.
But they would clear it off after rematch, I would assume.
And this is the opening.
To the best of their ability.
season.
It's not like it's way into where it's like, oh yeah, we got to keep this event moving. Like there's still going to be stuff you missed. No, this is clean.
Yeah.
All right. So is everyone going to be following down to the arena?
I'm going to assume so. Yeah, Zarvarex is one of those instances where he is very sick, so he's. Oh.
Yeah. One.
Gotcha.
Okay. So as we jump into the arena, I will also cast Featherfall because I do have that one.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'm also going to expend another spell slot to put on. Do I have?
If you have Featherfall and like your sonic boom, you could like launch yourself in Featherfall. You'd be like, boom! It's got to be off something hard.
Is it Thunder Wave?
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you next to a wall and you Featherfall and just boom.
So yeah, just Featherfall. I don't have Mage Armor, so.
So what are you actually going to be doing, Jahir?
This Featherfall is like no gravity.
Yeah. Well, it's slow fall basically.
I'm assuming
It's slow gravity now for you, so you can potentially fly.
his actual weapons are stowed away, or does he have them?
Yes, your actual weapons are. Well, really, you don't have any reason to bring your weapons around with you to this event. That would purely be just as a I just want to have my weapons with me.
In the locker room.
Yeah, like you could put them in the locker room if you'd like, but they wouldn't allow you to bring your weapons close to the arena.
I think the arena would have like a check-in form too. So.
Yeah.
Do you remember your tag? Do you have your tag number?
Let's see.
Yeah, call on the high fucking priest. You give me what I asked for.
Talking to your hair.
He's with the high fucking priest. You give him what he asks for.
He doesn't have. Okay, yep, no, he doesn't have any of those. Oh, I was gonna drink a health potion, but I don't have any.
We'll get to the additional items from the past 2 weeks at another time then.
Okay, you said I leveled up yet? So it's 4?
Yep. Solomon is level 4 now.
Cool, I have the healing shroud.
Nice.
So if you're not going to be doing anything...
I think I know what's supposed to
Oh,
So-
I mean, I guess I could go collect his shield and wooden sword or wooden mace.
Yep. So as you
Max
go,
is
you go
gonna
collect the wooden mace, you go to collect the wooden shield, and he doesn't let go. You're trying to get the shield off of his arm, his hand is like vice gripped on it. You try to get the wooden mace on, his hand is like vice gripped on it. You pull once more, twice, and you start to see that his skin, already fairly pale being an Azamar, just gets paler, and you can see veins now. And the veins...
I back the fuck up.
The veins get to his neck, and his mouth starts to foam, and it lurches upward until it's sitting upright, its head still just loosely hanging.
Thing in the face.
You want to attack it in the face?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Pump the thing in the face.
Go for it. Make the attack roll against it.
It's foaming at the mouth. I'm gonna punt it in the face.
It is foaming at the mouth. It is making a gurgling...
Alright.
And his
Can the rest of us do
eyes
that?
are his eyes are now like... It's like an ink filament just going...
How about a 19?
A 19 to punt his head. You go over and you kick him in the head.
How
Of course,
far
I'm pretty sure the
away
crowd
I
would
was,
hate this, but oh well.
At this point now, I know something's not right because I'm pretty sure rushing towards it, up.
So the thing, he attempts to bite your foot, but you catch his jaw, and it the neck is dislocated. It's the skin, nearly headless, nicking this guy. The head is still attached by tendons and muscle and stuff like that, but it's still attached. The announcers are like, "What the hell?"
Well, I was gonna say, here's a question: how far away are each of us?
I was rushing once I hit the ground.
Once you're hitting the ground, you'd still be around 30, 40 feet away. But upon seeing that, yeah, you definitely be able to get there in time. Less so with you guys, because you're kind of more on the long end of it.
Well, I got some spells of some serious distance here,
That's true.
like Firebolt and
I would like to keep...
Chromatic orb,
Eldritch Blast.
160 feet.
Is it 160? Well, I know the Eldritch Blast and Firebolt are 120.
Well, yeah, you're basically attacking this poor defenseless man who is just recovering from a seizure. Yeah.
Oh, of
Been
course.
around long enough to know that was not a seizure.
Man, you kick him in the face. The body doesn't actually move all that much. It's mostly just reacting to the force of the neck moving. And it's going to try to swing it at you with its mace. That's going to be a 16.
That hits.
And it's going to just... It's going to be 6 damage onto your leg, non-lethally. So even if you went to 0, that's just like a slam. So 6 damage.
Okay.
Are you down?
No.
Fuck this, I'm running at it, and I forgot I had it, and now being level 4, I get my 4th level spell slot, yeah?
No, you don't have a 4th level spell slot at level 4.
Yeah,
But at level 3 you should... Sorry, at level 4, I believe you should have a level 3 spell slot, yes.
I had a level 3 spell slot before that.
Yeah. That's what we suspect, yeah.
So, at that point, I'm 30 feet-ish away. Guiding bolt level 3. Swift!
Alright. And
My favorite.
Should we roll initiative?
if you'd like.
Yeah, it's a 2.
Two to hit.
Yeah. How many luck things do I have? Because I don't have a
You used one. You just got 2
Not
left.
a 1.
I'm gonna...
I hit you in the back with a guiding bolt.
God damn it! That's a 20.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
So...
Too bad it ain't a 4.
Right.
Doesn't fucking matter. Because, where the fuck is my spell bonus? I think it's like +6 or some shit. Wait, this is my name. Where the fuck did it get written down?
It's proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier.
Oh, so 25.
Yeah, that'll do it.
The bolt takes the shape of a raven.
Yep. The bolt hits this guy and cracks open the rib cage, and the leather just goes flying into pieces. The announcer's going, "What the? What?" Puts a hand to his mouth. The crowd is now very much so silent and confused and shit.
With guiding bolt, do all attacks the next round have advantage?
The next attack that you can hit it with, it gets advantage.
Okay.
Well, as long as you actually...
Roll damage for guiding bolt.
Right, level 3! I forgot what the
5d6.
damage... What's...
I think it's 5d6.
Level 3?
Yeah, because it's 3 at level 1.
3 at level 1?
Yeah.
Fuck!
3 at level 1 and an additional 1 for every
each
level.
yeah.
So let me just double check
It'd be
here.
great if it was a crit, but I don't care. It's still hitting its mark, which is what I aim to do.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I lied. Sorry, it's 46 at level 1, and then you get an additional d6, so it's 66.
D6.
I want the middle ones.
I was fishing them out for you.
Oh, you only got 3 of them?
I've got 3 metal ones. Yeah, 1 for each color.
Alright. I'm gonna need 3 more.
Just roll,
Or you can
just
just
roll
roll
twice.
twice.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Alright.
6, 4, 3.
9 plus 6 and 7 is 13.
9,
22.
10, 11, 12, 13.
This body stops moving. With this blast open rib cage.
Those dice weren't as mean to me this time. Maybe it's because I'm not attacking the gnome. Those dice don't like the gnome. Fuck. The gnome's dice don't like the gnome.
That'll change once we get... That'll change, trust me. When he has a reason to fight for justice, for truth, and the Nomian way.
We tried that once. He miffed it. Horribly.
No, you miffed it. You were using him as a catapult. Sorry, as an ammunition.
as a rock.
I believe it.
Okay, I'm going
No,
to...
sorry, it was with him. You either picked up the gnome or him, and you dive bombed.
Oh, that was the druid.
No,
That
he
was
picked
okay.
me up.
Huh?
He picked... Oh,
No,
no,
when you
I
had the
did pick
wings.
you up. We did the Slam-A-Lance.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level on Jahir.
Alright.
So that will be...
But the crowd is shrieking at this point because they just witnessed a murder. What they perceive to be a murder.
So that's 9. You get 9 HP back.
Thank you.
Flores Holloman wanted for murder. Yeah, I'll do it again if y'all don't shut the fuck up.
I'll do it again.
I ain't crazy. I know what I did.
Is it
I killed him.
Is it down?
I told you the body
It's
stopped
dead.
moving.
Yeah, it's not moving. Is it down?
It's not moving.
Okay.
The foaming is stopped, if that answers your question.
Okay.
You can see these veins are even pulsating inside the cavity, like around the heart, and the veins that are very visible are starting to like fade in like visibility.
I'm going to check and see if that second hooded figure is still in the audience.
You look up, and you see a figure leaping from the wall as Rawl reaches out, tries to grab him, and then hits the ground, goes through the ground.
Bloody fucking Necromancer. I shouldn't say that out loud.
I check for the elf.
You look for the elf. You look. She's there. She's like...
She would also know that I don't do anything this brash without...
Can I roll perception to see if...
Insight.
Insight, thank you. Sorry, can I roll? Alright, yes. Alright, we'll roll insight. But, yeah, it's an 11.
Great, the best thing that Father Solomon is known for is whipping a guiding bolt at somebody and exploding their chest.
Yeah. A little bit.
It strikes fear in the people. I'm like, damn it, I really like that guy too.
Now,
Dude, most expensive spell ever. Cost you 20 gold.
A guiding bolt?
Well, because he just lost a match, right? So
suddenly,
They won't take my gold anyway.
suddenly a mist appears around a lot of you. And all of a sudden you hear something around you. You hear the announcer, even though you can see the announcer is just right there with like his hand is covering his mouth. He's like, oh, I'm not saying anything, I'm not saying anything.
yeah. Really?
You hear the announcer's voice
You're pulling
calling out. Thank you for enjoying our spectacular show. That right there is what can await you in Blood Bowl. And the mist surrounding you takes the form of Jahir and Colin standing next to each other. Colin holding up Jahir's arm, who is in turn holding up his own weapons, turning around to face the crowd.
Good.
You see,
They're smart.
You see, you don't see yourselves anywhere in the arena. Instead, you see yourselves in the bleachers, and the crowd slowly goes, and they start to applaud as well.
Muttering as getting closer to me, so I feel like, good, at least they're smart.
Mm.
What the hell happened, Father?
I think I'm quite a few paces away from you at this point. Because I was rushing at the...
He can get to you at this point, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't stop moving.
Well, are you saying you're not at the body yet?
I thought I wasn't yet because I was 30 feet away when I whiffed it as I was
That's
on my
fair
way.
enough. Yeah, you get to the body.
Yeah.
And he gets to the body as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I had to stop literally for that second. Whiff!
Are any of us wearing a cloak?
I mean, if you wear cloaks to travel around, then absolutely.
What do you need? My robes are technically a cloak.
I'm thinking we gotta get rid of this body before this illusion dissipates.
Let's see. Where's my mirror?
And all of a sudden, you see the announcer, who's not an illusion, just kind of...
I look around for the spellcaster.
Roll it!
Ooh!
Oh, what'd you do?
That is that's perception, right?
I'd say Arcana for this one.
Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
I can work with that. That's actually even better. 23.
This spellcaster is not in the arena. But you...
Ooh. Most spells require line of sight.
But rather, you see a shadowed figure. This shadowed figure looks to be a halfling in size.
Uh-huh.
The shadow it's difficult to tell, really, without, light. Almost looks like this has a cloak of some kind, and the figure's kind of like doing this, and just...
So would I have to make a perception thing to see it too?
I will call your attention to it.
Yeah. So you can all now kind of see this shadowy halfling figure, like literally made of shadow.
Where is it? Is it?
It's in one of the openings to the arena ground floor.
Okay.
So would I have to roll to know if this is the person's magic that I think it is?
Sure.
Okay. That's Arcana, right?
Arcana or Insight, your choice. Because I get the feeling you know where I'm going with this.
Now that you said it, I think I do.
You think you did?
What the fuck is it over here? Okay, we're gonna go with insight. So
Arcana should be at the top, yeah.
it gets swooped around on this one.
Oh.
Under
That's
intelligence.
That's why it takes me a lot longer to find this shit, because I'm not smart.
No. It's intelligent. Okay.
12 and 5.
Gotcha.
17.
So yeah. This may or may not be the work of His Majesty.
That's not who I thought it was.
Oh, who'd you think it was?
The elf in the fucking...
Oh, no. Not her.
No, so...
Alright, well, I mean...
that being said, because I am wearing my street rat shit underneath my...
Street rat.
That's what I call it. It's because I bought it at street vendors to patronize people that didn't know who I was.
So they could actually take
to
your money!
I'm going to use my holy robes and I'm going to abduct this body.
Alright.
Without actually touching it as much as possible, because it could be infected with shit that I don't know anything about.
Are any of you going to be picking up the announcer, who is currently asleep on the ground?
Not my problem. He'll be fine. The bard's got to stick with the bard. You could call it bardic inspiration or bardic
The
fellowship.
The College of Sticking Together.
Yeah. I'll go grab him. I'll walk over. I'll check to see if he's still alive.
Oh, he's just sleeping.
Okay.
Magically inclined to do so, of course.
Yes. I'm gonna shake him to see if he'll wake up.
He does not.
Ooh, that's not good.
The illusion announcer is making a big show of the. We apologize for scaring you like that. But are you not entertained? Yeah.
I'm
doing the
going
bullshit,
to...
and he's the illusion is essentially saying that he will be stepping out to rest his vocal cords and to congratulate the winner, but his replacement will return in a few minutes. Feel free to refresh yourselves. Feel free to place more donations for the orphanage and for the Blood Bowl teams. Thank you for the very first exciting exhibition match.
And what did I take, Mother?
I'm going to attempt to get this body over there.
Okay.
As fast as I possibly can.
So I will pick up the announcer. I will change his hair color.
Okay.
So what color hair does he have?
Yeah, brown.
Brown. Okay. I'm gonna make it a very light blonde.
Okay.
Give me a
And I'm going to instead of doing like a fireman's carry, I'm gonna
you got to be
make like he's staggering drunk.
Okay.
I said make it try to make that illusion and
That's my boy.
and follow them out of the arena.
That's my boy.
All right. Rock and stone. That's exactly
Did
right.
I hear a rock and stone, my brother?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to roll performance?
Oh no, not so.
Okay.
Not at all. You don't need
I'm
to.
gonna mutter louder
Hey, that would've been
for
a-
him to hear it too. It's like, we're not in any danger, because if we were, we'd already be that. So, whoever it is trying to help, not looking a gift horse in the mouth. Let's go.
So
Or
you
daft
keep-
horse.
Well, this illusion will cover what happened, but it didn't. Someone else actually perpetrated these, so we need to find out who it is.
I have my suspicions.
Do you?
Yes.
Care to share with the class?
Business. Meaning, so I'm going to come up with a code word when I say business. So I should have filled you in. Business means it has something to do with home.
Yeah.
So you understand? It's like business means talk about it later.
Yep.
Try to stop choking on my spit.
But you can choose to keep on carrying
So,
the announcer to wherever it is you're going.
I-
or you
I-
can find a place to
I'll-
put him down.
Once we get to Jahir, I'll be like, Jahir, could you get me a hand with him?
Fine.
Just fine.
So the two of you help him out.
Pick your pockets.
Yeah. His tight leather pants pockets.
Baggy.
My pockets or the announcer's pockets?
Both.
Oh.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Alright.
Fucking razor-eared bastards.
You would need to roll sleight of hand with disadvantage to try and pick his pockets, because you're holding him up.
Well, with the announcer it would be easy, because he's,
Well, do you want to stop him from picking the pockets of an innocent announcer?
What do you mean? I don't know what he's doing.
Oh.
With disadvantage?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 1, so that's basically like a 4.
20?
Let me guess. Is the sun out?
Dirty 21.
Alright.
You beat him by 20.
No. Well, no. Technically, he beat me by 17.
Oh.
You pick the bard's pockets to find nothing of value, because he's an announcer. Anything that jingles will affect his performance. Not including the family jewels.
So they're taped against his leg with some really weird beeswax.
Now, as far as pickpocketing, Max over here, you're just not close enough to that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But a lot of you manage to get out of the arena itself. The halfling figure in shadow keeps on walking ahead, and then at some point just walks on the ceiling. Walks on the wall, walks on the ceiling, jumps off, runs up the mountain.
You're gonna fucking do just like show off.
It's a shadow. It can do what it wants.
I'm pretty sure if it is something to do with His Majesty himself, he can still hear me. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's the mother. Show off.
Is any other well, I was gonna say Jahir would try it, but he'd probably fail.
Right.
Jahir just runs up the wall.
Wow! Oh.
You got pretty inspired by smoke, didn't you?
Oh yeah, he can do that, can he? Well then, all right.
You were rather irritated.
But, he seems to have magical ED and has issues casting spells now.
Casting dysfunction?
Everyone are fine. It's okay.
You eventually stop at a point. Well, you just get stopped and brought into an alleyway. The shadowy halfling dissipates into a puff of smoke.
Oh! From another dimension.
Right.
Right.
From 4 months in the future.
Oh.
No, from 300 years in the past.
Well, no, because the joke was the gnome was doing that from 300 years.
Oh, okay.
But you hear a very proper voice speak out from the entrance of this alleyway. One that you all remember. Well, it would appear as though the rumors of this necromancer are no longer rumors. Are they? And you turn and you see the Fell King Tudrig.
Before I turn, I'm like, better not get another STD from this.
I would hope so as well.
I think this thing's infected.
Let's hope not. Good. Thank you very much for bringing the civilian back with you. It would have been far more troublesome to leave him where he was.
I apologize. I seen something off and I knew something was up.
I will. Now we are out of the.
You are well out of the arena.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're in a back alley somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I would say okay, how safe is this area? If we leave the bard here, is he going to get jumped and beaten and killed?
Oh, well, I
no. This is
that.
This is. I'm asking you as the DM because I'm not familiar with this area.
Most of the civilian population would have been at the arena at this point in time, but leaving someone unconscious in an alleyway wouldn't be safe at all.
Okay.
Bring him with us.
But the Fell King walks up. He reaches into a bag and he pulls up this really small creature. Looks like a brain with 4 limbs. I'd recommend staying away for a moment.
So is that why I don't
So I will lay the bard announcer down and back away.
Mm-hmm.
Do you as well? Do you hear?
Yeah.
He's Jafar.
Or Jihir just kind of walks away.
So the Fell King lays his...
drops his arm and walks away.
Right. So the Fell King will lay his staff down a little bit, never actually letting it go. And he puts the Thought Devourer just barely touching the announcer's head. The Thought Devourer
Just
steps in.
so that's why I can't remember a damn thing.
Before like walking away, Max will put his beer cup next to the bard.
From the...
All right.
I make it look like a convincing drunkard.
Yeah.
The Thought Devourer latches onto it, starts eating it, and then Fell King activates the scythe part of his staff, cutting the Thought Devourer in 2. It retracts. I'll leave one of you to expend a spell slot and burn away that hideous thing.
You used all mine.
No need. And
Okay, I lied.
Max-
Them all.
Max hits it with firebolt.
And the Thought Devourer starts to burn. It smells fucking awful.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I could just use the green flame blade and just be like... But, cantrip. But, y'all don't know I have that, so I'm not going to use it until I absolutely fucking want to. Like, I made a little bit of a mess. Oops.
It's quite all right. I will return this announcer back to his post haste. In the meantime, I
Well run,
recommend
sir.
you all bards. You're lucky I require your assistance.
I appreciate a good rhyme.
Indeed. I am quite skillful at it, I assure you. In the meantime...
No doubt, Your Majesty.
Just you see that just look of just like a child walking in on their parents, just
6 times.
6 times. Yeah, just got another one of those devourers.
Well, I'll have to go and talk to my supplier.
So is this to assume why I can't remember anything?
No. Believe me, if that were the case, I would tell you.
I trust you. We're good.
I'm pleased.
Just suspicious when I see one. I'm like, gotta ask.
There was a czar, a foreign czar, who uses this on occasion. She, as far as I'm aware, keeps them for scientific study. I find them to be rather a nuisance. But
You found
apparently, for this amount of time, short-term memory can be easily persuaded. And I don't need to waste anything on a rewrite memory.
That's also fair.
Now, gentlemen, lady.
Oh, right. I totally left. Back and looking at her.
Oh, she's with us.
I never said I left this thing.
You never said you what?
I never said, because I totally forgot I was playing as her. I just kind of left her on the stage.
Well,
Oh,
neither did
well,
Zarvarax, and we're all pretty certain that he would have booked ass out of there, too.
After seeing me attack somebody at random? Yeah.
Well then, we now know that the Necromancer is very much real. Now, all we need to do is find out why.
Oh, yes. Who was the hooded figure? The second one. It was 2.
I believe it was some kind of illusion. When it jumped onto the stand into the arena, it simply sunk into the ground.
No, not that one. The other one.
Which other one?
There was 2. There was one off to the left when I was
Oh!
sitting with...
Yes, the one up. You mean the one up to the right?
Details, who cares?
So the one
There was 2 figures,
yes.
and I may
There
or
was
may
Lady what Oxbow?
Olmsbane.
Olmsbane.
totally
Lady-
wish I'd be like,
Lady Olmsbane.
not wanting to see her in a fight very often.
Olmsbane, you say?
Yes, but she was not casting any spells that we could tell, that I could tell.
Oh, of course not. It's simply unusual for her to leave her particular city.
Mm.
Hmm.
She is the one with the
White hair.
the coin fetish. Yes.
Coin fetish?
Yes, she had a coin.
Doing
A
the
coin
old-
wrapped in a some kind of a special case that she was performing manual dexterity tricks with.
Hmm.
The thing that pirates like to do.
Perhaps. She's the only elf Drifell Lord. Gentlemen and lady, would you accompany me?
Oh, yes, please. I don't want this robe back, by the way. I don't know where it's been anymore.
The Fell King taps his staff onto the ground, and there's this mist that envelops you.
Totally not the person I thought it was either. So I was wrong.
And he turns and starts walking up the mountain. All the while just kind of talking. The idea of getting exercise. To most people, it would be unnecessary. I find it to be rather refreshing.
Yeah, you're not the one carrying the body. I was joking. I'm fine.
Your humor never ceases to amaze me, Father.
Really? Because only one of us is laughing, and it's not me.
If you call it that.
But you're just so amusing.
I want to say I try, but that'd probably be a lie.
An innate talent, then. An inherent talent.
Another rhyme, Father. Well done.
I'm just really good at killing things. Sometimes.
Well, we all know when the bell rings.
Yeah, it's not a fat lady that sings either. She's quite majestic, actually.
Skipping forward a little bit in time, he eventually describes to you that the spell that he cast essentially just masks your presence. It's possible that someone could see through my illusions.
And if they did and
But-
they come after me, I'll tell them you want to end up like the person I just blew up.
Let's just say that when you had your memories, you were never aware when I was checking in on you.
Oh, is that what that was? I've got
Sire.
a little bit better.
Sire.
Also, in my defense, didn't know it was you. I thought it was somebody else.
Clearly.
I thought it was Mr. Kitty, but it couldn't be because he was in the stands.
Sire, oh, come on. Give me one moment here, sorry.
Don't keep the king waiting. Come on, don't be a dick.
Yeah. There's a particular phrase I'm trying to think of.
He doesn't come out often. Make it snippy.
Right.
I'm giving shit.
We'll say it's the alcohol talking.
It's not.
Sire, I beg
I
you.
can tell my wrist hurts now.
Mm-hmm.
Again. It should hurt
Uh,
this time.
I beg your favor for a simple moment here. I do have a question. Was it you that put the announcer to sleep?
Why, yes, of course.
Okay.
When I see a certain thing risking the sovereignty of my people, I will make no stops to make sure that all who don't need to know don't need to know.
I understand. I simply wanted to make sure that it wasn't the Necromancer that put him to sleep.
He wouldn't have had to do it if I wasn't so brash and careless with how I executed it. But action was at hand, and I had to do what I had to do. Before it got out of hand. Well, more out of hand.
Skipping forward in time a little bit, a lot of you managed to get to the palace itself, the king sitting down on his throne.
Epic wipe.
Still carrying the body because I'm not going to throw it on the throne room floor. The throw room Floor. Yes.
Throw it on the throne room floor.
They caught me butt naked, throwing it on the floor. Throne room floor. Wasn't me. They caught me butt naked, scooting across the floor on the Fel King's favorite chair.
Oh.
And when he caught me doing it,
oh no,
I got splinters in my ass.
The throne has been tainted.
No, his favorite chair that doesn't squeak. The one that I stole and said I didn't steal, but I stole it. And proceeded to return it.
The reason why I was already on my way to the arena is because I was informed by my network. I was informed of rise of necromantic after spells. Things that you can track with arcane knowledge, of course. You'll eventually get there if you keep on practicing. You will be working together with Rawl on this one.
Oh, good. Because nobody usually escapes his grasp like that hooded figure did.
Quite.
I could have chose anybody else, but he was the one right there, and, well, I had other things.
Oh, I don't know if this is what you gathered. But I'm not saying this because I'm assigning him to you. I'm saying this because we have had word that these necromantic spells were cast in one of the orphanages. And the moment he gets wind of it, I don't think even I can stop him.
How horrid, Your Majesty.
Give me a second. I need to go change into my... Wow. The gear I hate wearing because it makes me feel weird.
You'll get used to it, I assure you.
Might need to upgrade it, though. I feel useless. But then again, I'm not everybody's shining star. Oh. Fuck. I'm not everybody's shining star with feathered helmets. But I'll do.
Yes. Remember, discretion is key here. As far as the public knows, you're simply taking the currency from the charity of the arena to the orphanages, and this one just so happens to be the one you have elected to go to.
You mean the one where I'm donating most of my coffers to, because I said I would.
Of course. Absolutely.
You know, normally they said they wouldn't take it, but I found out being an anonymous benefactor was quite great. What the fuck?
That was anonymous?
I put it in anonymous. Well, I never said that well, actually. So.
I could have sworn like you announced in front of the entire stadium that you were gonna.
I was going to.
Oh, okay.
That was my thing. Like,
but he did. But he didn't do it. Okay.
Never
okay.
canonically, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
No, I did. I'm just gonna say that I put it in as an anonymous benefactor as. Well, not me. I put it in as another name, or an anonymous benefactor. Like anonymous, spelled it wrong. Anonymous.
Anonymous. M-O-O-S-E.
Like M-U-S-E.
Yeah.
Moose.
Yeah. Anonymous.
Well, with...
Sounds like a Canadian thing.
I'm not a moose.
yeah, you can't fly.
I'm an anonymous. It's unanimous. I'm not a moose. I'm a Canadian goose that looks like a moose.
Oh, hey there, Bullwinkle.
Hey there, Rocky. Yeah, you fucked up there.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to get that. I went back to watch some of the old cartoons, and they were not as good as I remember. The movie was good. The one where they kind of live actioned it. Or it was like...
This particular orphanage, unfortunately, is in one of the more shady places of the kingdom. And happens to be the same city that our Lady Umsbane is the Drifell Lord of. Though I would behest you not to mention that to the civilians. They don't actually know that there's someone in the city keeping order about things.
Oh, she's that one. Mm-hmm. That was not in character, that was...
You will be going to Geranur for this. The kingdom... the city of The red light district, essentially.
The tenderloin.
Let me go call Jeeves real quick. It's time for his vacation. He knows that place pretty well. Just mumbles that out, like clear as, because I'm thinking to myself, I was like, maybe Jeeves will be good for this too. He's been there quite a bit. That's why I usually send him on vacation, I think.
Well,
that's where he
well,
goes.
if one is
did I say that? Oops.
If one is intelligent and fleet of foot, one can make quite a bit of money there.
I don't know what he does. I give him time to leave because he puts up with so much shit.
I suppose what he does in his off time is his own business.
I mean, he is technically second in command at the cathedral because he knows everything. He's got access to everything. I just haven't officially asked for it.
Max turns around and kind of takes out a small notepad and starts taking notes.
Talk to Jeeves on advice about scoring chicks.
You pay him enough, it doesn't matter what they look or what you look like.
Well, speaking of, I still need to collect my winnings.
Oh, well, we're going to collect the money anyway, so... Yes.
So...
I'll go collect my 7 gold.
That being said...
Do any of you happen to have questions on your assignment, or do you all understand the weight of what you're doing?
You don't gotta tell me twice.
We do understand the weight.
I go where I go.
It is simply... we have a location... The orphanage is a location of residual necromantic energy, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Alright, how are we to... do you know how are we expected to locate it?
I leave that in your own capable hands. We only know for sure of where the necromantic magic was located, and only with the confirmation of what happened here today must we engage right now. Otherwise, we would have left it to Rawl.
My bad.
Do we still have the body here, yes?
Oh yeah.
I'm still fucking carrying it!
Is there any kind of a focus on the body?
I didn't look. We had to move fast because I'm a brash dumbass.
Oh, leave that to me.
It was really weird for bodies that I've even dealt with.
Long fingernails, just kind of like wrap on your shoulders, gingerly.
Is this Birdbeak?
This is Birdbeak. This is Avalok.
With a V or a B?
Avalok.
Okay.
Like Abilock.
Mm.
Yeah.
Another one. Have I informed you of how interesting the human body is? Such intricate detail in all of its functions.
I can tell you from what I've seen, this ain't human anymore.
Well, what else would one expect from a creation of the gods?
He just sticks his hand in, just like pulls the heart, not enough to like rip it out of its chest cavity.
I literally tied the fucking robes to make a bang. Like, I'm just gonna drop the fucking be like, great, now I need new robes. I'm gonna go detox after this. This is gross. I don't know what that fucking thing had.
Max is looking at Avalok with a slightly horrified expression on his face.
See.
Here's kind of doing the same thing, just
I'm gonna walk down the hall and use my green flame blade to burn away the clothes that I was wearing because they're gross, and I'm gonna go try and find myself new clothes or sneak back to the cathedral to get my own clothes.
I assume you would have a couple spare clothes here.
I'm rarely in the castle and never staying there for
you've
weeks
been,
on end. I know, it's rare. Every time I've changed clothes, I'm making it canon. I left the castle to go do it.
Yeah, you can just go back to your cathedral. He's already said if you don't
I'm
have any questions,
stark
you can
naked,
leave.
and all you hear are fucking solid floors.
Yeah, but Avalok is just kind of like it almost looks like he's washing his hands with the blood itself.
Okay, all right, yeah. So Max is going to turn to Karma and the rest of the party and says, maybe we should leave him to do his work.
please. I enjoy teaching.
Actually, I kind of want to see what this was made of. This might be useful for me later.
You're already gone.
I was on my way out.
There's no reason for him to not have that idea halfway across the courtyard.
Just be like,
True enough.
grabs one of the fucking garden signs that they have out front. Like, this flowers. Alright, I keep forgetting. I want to know what made this and how to fix it. If not.
This was a sudden curse.
So it was a curse. Those are always fun.
Yes. Rare that one can accomplish it from a distance. But I can inform you that the key ingredient is death.
You don't say.
Which means that the curse was separate from what killed him.
Did you hear? You didn't kill him, did you? It didn't look like you killed him.
No, his neck broke before I hit him.
Oh.
I suppose anything that was close to the neck, because I did explode its chest quite a bit. Like a collar that forces submission or death would be out of the picture at this point.
Yeah. The wound you created was about from like here to here.
Okay.
So there's about that much distance between the neck and what your wound was.
Because I don't think anything flew off and we never established that. So.
Not really. Bits of leather did, of course.
Yeah,
things like that.
The biggest thing is we were in a slaver city. Does he have one of the slaver?
Oh, no. The slaver city is on the, literally the other side of the mountain from where your arena was.
But gladiator stuff, same premise. My train of thought is, so, this seems pretty familiar with those slave collars / rings that they use for...
The slave rings give appropriate punishments for the crimes committed by them.
What's to say
I can assure you that I would never create rings that would do this.
Who said you created it?
Are you implying that someone else knows about my formula for creating these rings?
It could be an entirely different formula. It might not even be a ring. It could be some item they had that...
Can anyone here detect magic? Does he have any magic? Does he have anything
detect
magical on?
magic, but you know how many fucking magical things are in this room right now? There's one that would blip it off the radar, and I probably wouldn't be able to find shit.
By all means, Father. You're casting Detect Magic?
Yeah.
Alright. You cast Detect Magic?
I don't think there's a roll.
Oh, is it not?
I don't think a roll is necessary.
I think it's actually...
It's a first level spell slot, though.
I thought this was the peanuts for a second. Like, what the fuck? I had to double check.
No, that's gonna be in the PHP.
I had to check.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
it was,
It's a level 1.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I have to be honest, it should be a cantrip. Do you want to make it a cantrip?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
You know, if I was fast enough, I could have spared the dying on him before the curse took place, and it would have just been like, fuck you.
What's the distance on Spare the Dying?
I have to touch him.
Okay, yeah, you weren't close enough, though.
No, I said if I was close enough, as soon as he went down, I could have just...
Well, yeah.
Too bad I'm not fast. But yes, no, the thingy, yeah. Boom.
The body itself is just exuding this black death type of aura around it. This thing is an undead now. He was alive, died, enjoyed death for maybe 3-4 seconds, and then...
He was very much alive when I shook his hand. He is now emitting undead energy.
Well, that's expected, but is there anything else magical about him? Does he have any
there is only
rings? Does
one
he have any
person
collar?
I know that is powerful enough to kill someone from afar and bring them back as an undead servant in one go, and I'm not accusing anybody of it because I know where that person was. And who it was.
Oh?
Shut up.
And who might that be?
Oh, you know. Some dude I know. You know him too. He's got some long white hair. I think he's got long white hair. Likes to sit in a big chair. likes to harass me sometimes.
He's got long black hair, actually, and it's about this long for the Fell King.
Correction, black hair.
Did you just accuse the...
No,
King
we're
of
not
the-
listening to what I said. I'm by no means accusing the person of it. I knew where they were the entire... Well, not the entire time, but I know what they do. And this is not their
Well,
magic.
then obviously this means that this is someone that you don't know.
Point being, yes.
Oh.
Point being, yes. But then again, I don't know. I didn't sense any of that magic, but that's the only thing I could think of that would...
It's also good to note that you don't see, or sense, rather, any, like, equivalents to the rings anywhere on this person.
Like the slavery ring.
I was going to say...
You can kind of tell that the
magic
mech
items
was
are forbidden
done
in
by
the-
force.
Yeah, when he kicked him. I seen him kick him.
Well, force magic.
But when he kicked him, he ripped most of it open, so I probably wouldn't be able to tell that. So,
But are
Magical
not magical items forbidden from the arena?
Magical spells.
But items aren't.
Well, they supply you with the items you use in the ring.
Okay. But if you had a ring or a collar or something that you physically couldn't take off, does he have anything like that on him?
No,
I don't see anything. No.
he does not.
Okay.
It's one of those things where if it's something like a ring of protection, it's treated like a shield. It's a part of your arsenal.
Right.
You simply have to have it approved by the arena
Is
officials.
there any magic coming off of his chest piece that is his chest piece? Or
No.
what's left of it? Okay.
No.
Any magical items of that sort that are part of him?
Not really. His heart has... That's more or less where it is strongest.
Which is currently all over somebody's hands.
Oh, indeed.
See, there's also...
Go ahead, Chief.
Alright. So,
Well, the question remains though, why would they start this now? Right? I mean, it was quite obvious that they're trying to create a spectacle, create a scene.
because they're getting desperate because we're hot on their heels.
We weren't though.
We was
When?
in the arena.
Yeah, right. But I'm talking prior to the arena, because this isn't someone.
Avalok starts to laugh at that.
This isn't someone. This isn't someone.
It wasn't you who was hot on the trail. Whom do you think was sent out to examine the bodies, the necromantic after effects? Me.
Makes a lot of sense, but we also must consider the possibility that this could just be a distraction. In fact, it probably was meant to be.
Avalok is just kind of like picking up the heart and
Picking
letting
up
it fall.
organs and...
You know what? At this point, I'm naked anyway. As it falls, I'm gonna took the. Stop it! It's gross. Ah!
Do you actually fling the heart?
No, I'm gonna because I want to investigate the magic.
He's gonna drop the heart and then like fling the ichor up
Just
in
be
the...
like, what do you just? Anybody behind me's. Ugh.
As you wish, Father Solomon.
We both know you don't have to do that.
Oh,
Stop patronizing me, you. I'm not gonna go that far. I've already upset the announcer today.
we both know you hate it, and that is why I love it.
I'm gonna get you a muzzle for Christmas, or our equivalent. I can't. I jest.
Oh,
So I'm gonna try and examine the magic irradiating from his heart.
It is very sophisticated and very old necromantic magic.
Well, if I can burn.
Something very strange about it. You notice it for only a moment. It almost looks like the veins aren't actually veins per se. They look more like
roots.
Think more like the seam of a shirt. Kind of looks kind of like that.
So I'm gonna try and burn like the not burn it, but like burn the memory of what this magic feels like. So when I go to detect it again, I can be like, hey, this is the same shit.
Mm-hmm. The equivalent of taking a good long whiff of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Do you actually
Yep.
do that?
Oh, Max is gonna, excuse me, and kind of.
I learned from the Birdman. If it kills
Who
me,
is currently a grung man.
it kills me.
No,
Birdman.
Abelock.
Oh, Abelock. Abelock does not.
He didn't lick it. He rubbed it on his hands. I figured 2 and 2.
And he sniffed it.
Yeah.
Taking a good long whiff of it. What's better than to get the rest of the senses involved?
Roll a Constitution saving throw against disease.
Woohoo! I'm gonna fail this. It's gonna be a 1.
Oh.
That's an 18. Constitution. Oh.
Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw, not just.
Which I think, if you're a high enough level in cleric, you're immune to it.
Yeah.
4th level's not high enough.
Fair enough.
This is just regular saving throw then?
Saving throw Constitution.
Saving throws. I don't see a Constitution thing here. It's just
So, because
throws,
in the Constitution area, okay, you have the list of things on the side.
Oh, that's right, because that particular sheet's different from the rest. That's right.
So, if clerics don't get Constitution, a bonus to their Constitution saving throw, then it's just your Constitution. Just add your Constitution modifier.
There is no. It's a saving throw under the Constitution, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you won't. Okay, yeah. So your saving throw, if you're not proficient in it, then you just get the.
Okay, well, I got +2 to that,
so it's
all right.
Dirty 20.
All right. You can't believe you've done this.
I don't even throw up. Just
it tastes like the reddest fucking meat you've ever experienced. Like nothing, just but runny blood, and like nothing, like iron. And then there's also the rotting stench of death on your tongue now.
I've eaten that before by accident.
Mm-hmm.
Left the chicken out too long.
And yeah, it is nasty. It is salty. It tastes of iron. It just
this is rot.
Huh?
I made a South Park reference.
This is cum.
No, it's Sarcastival episode. Butter's Happy Goo was helping people become more enthusiastic, and he had loads of it in his closet. He was selling it as an energy drink, and then he's like, "Randy, you need the Get Up and Go juice or whatever the fuck they call it." And he drinks the entire thing. Doesn't even stop. He just shares. This is cum.
Oh man.
That's peachy.
Abelock just puts his hand on your back and goes, "We're going to get along just fine this time."
It's a shame I can't
Oh,
remember you
y'all
from
are
last
nuts. Y'all are nuts.
I'm gonna do the side swipe because I'm no longer holding that thing. Just, you mean like these? Ow.
The Fell King is going to stand up. He's going to
I'm going to
tap
die.
his scythe, and a fucking giant shadow emerges from around him and just picks you up, Father Solomon, and moves you out the door. This thing has got horns, it's got a fucking draping ass fucking cloak, it's got a motherfucking tail. This thing is looking as demonic as it gets.
So it's got me by like the shoulders.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to proceed to use my balls like a bell knocker and just because I'm already in trouble.
And just throws you out.
Whee!
The shadow turns to facing the rest of you. And
I
then
suppose we'll be on our way.
With a clawed hand.
We're leaving.
just gonna scream, freedom! All it took was me killing Ed's Jurassic Measures. You know, this time I gave my freedom by doing some stupid shit.
Up in the air. Nope.
I'm going to assume that I still have the heart in my hand, too, because I
No.
never let it go.
No.
Because
Yeah, Abalok took that.
Yeah, he just patted my shoulder.
Yeah, he patted your back. Oh. The shadow grabbed your shoulder. And I'm going to make sure that the heart is in the body.
I was going to say, people like, you guys go back to the cathedral. I got to go in and return this.
But...
Because I'd throw it out the window otherwise. Like,
so with that said, page 1 of the final chapter of the Tales of Drifell has been completed. Return to the arena.
I had to do some comic relief because the frog was not totally here with us.
Yeah.
He will be better next week. I know that for a fact.
Father Solomon.
You can't keep a good grung down.
Da.
Also, he's still muted. So
I'm really hoping he wasn't used Toll of the Dead now. He literally does a power stance and ding dong.
Bong.
Just bong.
So.
My wrist is stupid. That's fucking.
Are those Culpepper's clappers?
I don't know.
So
that's what I think they call the fucking things inside the bells. Like
Return to the arena has been completed. The next page.
I don't know. Apparently he had some issues.
No, not that. The cat.
Yeah. Apparently he had some issues.
Yeah. Hey. So next week we will begin with page 2, titled "A Hero to the Innocent." But yes, the Necromancer has made his move in the arena, no less. You've made contact with one of the Drifell Lords.
Are we going to have to set out right away, or do we have enough time for a short rest?
Well, we're obviously going to get time to go do that because Wall still has to get back.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't in the room with us unless he was, and we just didn't see him.
He wasn't.
All right,
but the Fell King did say that the moment Rawl gets wind of this, he's going there regardless of whether you're ready or not.
Oh, yeah. I'm full-heartedly, not because of my character license.
Well, I'm just concerned.
It has something to do with children, and I too hold for children.
I'm just concerned about Jahir because he still has a lot of HP that he needs to get back.
Oh, of course,
and so, if you're going to expend some hit dice, do you plan to, Jahir?
I mean, I might as well.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
I'm going to perform the Song of Rest.
It will be a short rest at best because you're being sent there pretty much now. Like as soon as you're ready to go, you're going.
Oh, okay. Well, we could probably find.
I will do the Song of Rest, which means that you whatever hit dice that you expend, you can roll an additional 1d6.
So does this mean I got? Because it's official business, that means I have to wear my support gear.
So you won't have to expend everything.
Well, I'm going to because it's official business.
I don't actually need it because I apparently just rolled a.
We have one with the court gear, right?
Because I rolled a. It's a D10 plus 3, so I rolled a 12, and I only needed 8. So.
Okay. Nice.
Back at full.
All right.
Keep the hat.
But yes.
Calling it here?
I am indeed.
Okay.
Excellent. Really pushing my luck at the end there.
Oh, yes. Yes, you absolutely fucking were.
It was the best. It's like, all right, he gives me shit a lot. I gotta do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get fucking... The heart thing was a legit thing because I seen Abalok do the thing with his hand. So I'm like, I'm not well versed in arcane. I want to be better at it so I can track shit down like this. So I'm like, do what he does. Well, what's the first thing that comes to mind? There's another sense other than smelling.
He goes
visual, yeah.
Cat went under the couch.
Okay. Are we?
So I was just like,
are we still?
Oh, this is the winding up thing. Sorry, winding down.
Okay.
You have experienced a little bit of the arena. You have accidentally, technically not killed a man.
I killed a man.
You met with one of the Drifell Lords. You have a snippet.
Made a wonderful made a wonderful impression.
Yeah. You have now been seen a hint of the Fell King's power. And you kind of know why people are a little intimidated of Abalok.
I still like the fact is like, when you had your memories, you never knew I was here checking up on you. I'm like, in all fairness, I originally didn't think it was you. but the magic felt familiar. Dad.
Son?
No. No, we're not playing that trope. I mean, unless you really want to.
I had something in light. Mainly because
What,
I see... No.
You're going to have to narrow that down.
I seen some spoilers with one of my characters, and I'm sitting there like...
It was one of the...
It's fine, I'm not going to say it.
Oh, no. They already know about the potential epilogues.
Yeah.
I made epilogue variants of characters, like, at first, like, if everything would go well. The version that you saw was made, like, 6 months ago.
My biggest thing was like, oh, I'm not the Fel King. I'm never going to be. But I'm like, why the fuck do I have the Fel King scythe? He wouldn't just hand this to anybody and say,
Have fun.
Yeah. So it's either he died and some bullshit happened,
or
he got his ass kicked, and by all means he got his ass kicked, and the scythe was there, and I picked it up like I do other things. Be like, can't let this get in the wrong hands. Mm-hmm. By picking it up, it's in the wrong hands.
We also got to keep in mind you probably didn't see it because it's not nearly as prominent as the scythe. That particular model only had one wing. The original idea was, you know what? The party is going to lose some things. Wouldn't it be just nice if Omen, still having his charges at this point in time, just had his ring ripped off?
A wing?
Yeah, back when the Raven Queen bestowed him with the power of flight. But he doesn't have that anymore, so that particular epilogue variant has like 6 months out of date.
Like the wings, it was great, but you know they're hurting the gunners, so I'm like, well, I'm going to use.
Interestingly enough, druids are actually proficient with scythes.
I'm not a druid though.
No, but I am.
And that is one weapon I would not let anybody wield. Me wielding it.
Not a very efficient weapon either.
Oh, that one? The Fel King scythe? You don't know what it does. I know what it fucking does. For the most part.
Historically speaking, scythes were not very good weapons.
No, they were. Yeah. Just war scythe variant.
Right. But not your average garden variety.
Garden
reaping.
Variety.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's funny because it's a
farming implement.
So what are you doing? Cut a tend to the garden. What? All I have to do is I think I make contact with the blade with you, and I can separate your soul from your body.
Oh yeah, I'm saying that particular one, but I'm just saying like scythes in general.
You've seen it in works with one of the other.
300 years ago, that weapon's still kicking.
Yep.
Which one?
The Fel King's weapon.
Scythe.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. Who had it 300 years ago?
One of the princes of the Drifell land.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
The one I seen fucking dear old mom.
All right.
Yeah.
Fucked her back into youth.
Oh no, that was the dad.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, the father did not have the scythe. One of his children had the scythe.
I thought he had. Oh right, yeah.
No, he just had magic powerful enough to break through a dimensional barrier.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying
that's
like.
seventh level spell.
Why the hell would Solomon have?
No, I get it.
And like there are possible, like a bunch of possibilities, but I'm like the three in him. My brain is going a lot faster than my mouth. The biggest thing is the second in command of the Fel King Falls is going to be the next highest ranking official in said city, which would be Solomon. Mm-hmm. And at that point, it's going to be me sitting there like, I can't do this.
Does the Fel King have an heir?
He does not.
Oh boy! All right.
In fact,
I do have to work tomorrow.
Of course, I will mention this, and this can be public knowledge if you'd like. It's not exactly a secret. Because he doesn't have an heir, that's an issue that he's been trying to talk to people about. Like, hey, I need a wife.
Unsuccessfully currently?
The reputation
I'm a little surprised.
The reputation of Drifell is not good.
Really?
150 years ago, they were basically the Nazis.
Okay.
Because they started a war. The Necromancer king literally cursed his soldiers that whenever they would die, about 10 minutes later, they would rise as zombies, and their weapons were cursed so that the people they killed would rise as zombies after X. So what they would do was our hit-and-run tactics, where they would run in, kill X amount of people, and while the enemy's like tending to their dead, they're behind enemy lines, pop up the zombies, and then they'd strike again. It was incredibly brutal,
It's a
incredibly
Zerg rush.
inhumane.
Freaking no, Death Guard.
Yeah, but it's also a Zerg rush.
Death Guard.
Yeah, it can be both.
Right.
I just caught none of what you just said.
Wait, what?
You've gone completely silent.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
It's off. It's off. I think it's on. Is it unplugged? The light's not on anymore.
Yeah, it is. It's on the backside.
Oh, it is. Okay.
How about now? We good?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Yay! At what point did we cut off?
Right before you started to describe the cursed swords, so you got to like.
Oh, yes. So what would end up happening is
everything
that...
was silent.
Yeah. So what they would do
It's because he
is...
wasn't worthy of the knowledge.
So what they would do is the weapons were cursed so that when they killed someone, after a certain amount of time, they would come up as zombies. So what they would do is they would do hit and run tactics, and then while the enemy is tending to their dead, the dead bodies would rise up as zombies behind enemy lines. And when the zombies were attacking from behind enemy lines, the Drifell forces would attack again.
I never mix shit. I drink it as is. It's alcohol. But schnapps would be, you're gonna want something minty-ish. So like, if you got like a lime drink, mix it with that so you can have a mojito.
Yeah.
But with that said, I think Zarvarax passed out from his sickness a while ago.
Pass out with the sickness.
Yeah. But I believe he'll be
He's done with
right
the
as
sickness.
rain. He'll be right as rain tomorrow. But
or next week.
Next week, yeah. Next week. Well, I hope he's right as rain tomorrow.
I agree wholeheartedly. I hope he is as well. But
yeah. But in case you were wondering, the reason why Rags, the best doggo on the internet, is here is because he is a stand-in.
He doesn't have the horny bong stick. He's not the best dog.
Maybe. But he is in reference to my own doggo, my best doggo, who died on the 16th of this month.
I heard about that. That's
Dude,
also why I went
I'm
back
sorry.
because I missed the shit out of him. I'm like, you know what? You know who would like to see one?
Yeah.
An old friend.
Yep. And the cats were getting close to him until he moved.
I was working on my computer and Bassy fucking snuggle up next to him.
Oh, that's adorable. You should have taken pictures.
my condolences, man. Sorry.
I was contacted about noon 30, and I was informed that she was having a seizure. And by the time that my mother had gotten to her, she had been seizuring for about half an hour.
Seizing?
Oh.
Seizing, yeah.
Ooh, wow.
And of course, by the time we were able to get to the vet's office, it had already been maybe about an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. The vets believed that because she had been seizing for that long and being over 13 years old, it would have caused brain damage.
Mm-hmm.
So in my 26 years of living, this was the very first time I looked at death in the face as it happened. Everything up until that point in time, it was just, I didn't see the dead, but saw the dead body.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, that was... I kept on being reminded of something. Do not avert your gaze. Look death in the eye, and remember it.
So you can finally see the who are the skeletal horses from Hogwarts that pulled the carriages?
The Wraiths?
No.
Well, that's technically what they are.
Oh, okay. But they can only be seen by
nightmares.
In Harry Potter? No, I think they're called something else. The horses that you can only see if you've seen death.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's the same version like Hellhound and shit.
Yeah. But yeah. So Rags is here for this. I've got the Mauler plushie as well, but Rags is reference to a good old dog.
nice.
She was.
I was really hoping that wasn't going to be something we're going to have to fight.
No. You just have to fight objective film criticism.
The Hellhound.
Go ahead, Chief.
All right, gentlemen. It's been a good session. Huh?
Been a blast.
Yes.
And we will see you next week. And
Yes.
we shall see all of you next week as well.
Yep.
Thus,
Goodbye and good night.
Stream. Mm-hmm.